One,
Sure,
it's
it's
on
fine.
now. Audio, hello. Um, hello, internet. Someone want to make sure that audio works in a second. Um, yeah.
I was going to do that, and then my computer went, what? You want me to function?
And then Han started making parrot noises. Um,
Oh, I think it's working.
all right, cool.
I'm double checking.
Good job.
Not that I do not trust that Megan is correct, it's just that we should check from more than one source.
Yeah, and that should not be me because it will echo.
Whoa. What the hell is this ad? The hell? A woman spinning in a field holding submachine guns while a giant
Oh, it's
sloth
for
pushes
Fallout.
itself.
It's for Fallout.
Oh,
I know.
naturally.
Of course it's for Fallout, right?
The hell?
Yes,
This is weird.
Bethesda has released a new glitch monster of a game, as they always do, and people buy it anyway, for reasons. Anyway, I don't have a problem with a new Fallout game, but from what I've heard, it's really buggy, and Bethesda can just release it anyway, and no one will care because it's a Bethesda game. Which seems kind of ridiculous to me.
Okay, confirmed from a second source. The audio does in fact work.
Cool. So where we are playing D&Ds. It's been 2 weeks since we last played, and we are where were we? Let's see. So let me configure this real fast. So where we left off last time, the yet nameless party. Oh dear.
Didn't we?
You had some names you were throwing around, but you never decided on one. From what I can remember, anyway. But
I
anyways,
thought we did,
I don't think so.
but it doesn't matter that much.
No, if you don't remember it, it must not have been very good. So, where we left off last time. The computer has not worked. Where? Oh god. So, where we left off last time.
Pretty much where we always leave off.
Yeah, true. The party had been traveling across the continent of Ordenheim into the kingdom of Un, where resides a empire of orcish coalition of orcish tribes that rule over the landscape. Through the cold tundra and through the marsh and through the mountains they traveled. In the direction of the great city of Un.
Mountains?
No, I didn't.
You did not.
To the great city of Un,
Sounded like you did.
where they are attempting to escort a teenage tiefling named Flaw, who they found staying with a shaman in the village of Shalgan. En route, they decided to stop in the large town of Galderborg, where Nissa had some family relations, it would seem, of a sort. They did some shopping again, and had a very interesting client that was asking services of Nissa's girlfriend, the soothsayer of the town, Sienna, a dwarven caster of some kind.
I would like to point out that Carissa has gone from having the least healthy family to the most healthy family.
Yeah, it's true.
In last game, her family was not okay.
Complete.
This game, she's probably the only one of us, the good family relationship.
Yeah, just like the complete rebound.
I mean, I know I haven't got one.
My
Wow.
character certainly doesn't.
Yeah. So, you had all taken a long rest, and you had learned that the brother that this client was seeking was apparently on a ship with Flaw at some point, and was called a shade by this possibly superstitious sailors. You all awake next morning.
We know that whatever the heck that is, it is bad.
Yeah. And you all awake in your respective rooms the following morning.
Oh, who did we lose?
Died.
Nice.
Oh, someone disconnect? Oh, Hans.
Yeah.
Well, this is off to a great start. If you haven't attended the stream before, you should expect... it's not TeamSpeak, it's Hans.
But Megan keeps cutting out, at least for me.
Do I? Oh.
You
Well,
keep going all, like, electronic-y.
anyway, if you haven't attended the stream before, this is what it's usually like. Maybe a little less chaotic sometimes, but most of the time it's like this. I'm gonna be honest. I also can't find the thing I'm looking for, so that's cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, there it is. So, well, that's helpful. I asked
okay,
Hans what was up, and he
it's not
said,
working.
not TeamSpeak.
He might have turned off his computer.
I think he thinks TeamSpeak went down, but it didn't.
Oh, yeah, he was trying to make a pun. I get it now. I
Yeah.
did not compute in my brain.
What the shit just happened?
Hi.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Anyway, you all awake.
I have no idea how it was connected before because my Ethernet cable was not plugged in.
Oh,
Oh.
that's exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi
Well.
doesn't really work in here, so I really have no idea how I was connected.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, we're just gonna go with that and
Magic.
fix it now.
Magic is inconsistent.
Yes.
So, what would you all like to do?
Well, I didn't really hear most of the recap, but
Well, you remember, right? I mean, at least some of what happened last time. I believe
move swiftly on.
I believe where we left off.
Leave in the morning.
I was about to say, I believe where we left
We'd all
off.
just gone to bed and we were.
No,
God
we
damn it.
hadn't.
I believe where we left off, you were all planning on going and acquiring a cart in the morning or a carriage ride.
Ah,
Oh.
yes.
Theo and Nissa were gonna go to the shadier part of town to try and find him stuff.
Oh right, you are doing that before you leave, aren't you? Okay. I forgot
Yeah,
about
they
that.
were gonna do that.
We're
I
doing
was
it
gonna
that
go find
night.
a carriage.
No, we were gonna do it that night, and then we were all gonna go find a carriage in the morning.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing it in the morning.
Yeah, I was under the impression you
No,
were
we
doing
were
it the
doing
next
late at
day.
night
Okay.
because
Well, whenever
You
you're
said
doing it,
we-
let's do that.
Fair enough. All right. So you're gonna go out.
you said that late evening is when would be best, so we were gonna go at night.
Okay, so you are going that night after the
Yes.
thingy. God damn it. Meeting.
Yep.
So backtracking a little bit then. Whoops. You two get up after everyone else is sort of on their way to sleep.
Would you bring Mort or no?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's fine. Just checking. Well, I didn't
Okay,
know
you-
because we were talking about putting the things together, so I didn't know if you would like. If you don't, I totally get it. Mort doesn't need to know this part. That's the chemistry. That's not his job. But
Yeah, let's go on a stealth mission and bring the cleric.
oh yeah.
Hey,
Wait.
it's the chemistry bit. I know what I'm doing with this,
Mhm.
and with the others, I'm just not a good enough smith to do it. I know what to do. I'm not talented enough to do it yet. Hey,
We will fix that.
who the fuck brings Mord
Yeah.
of all people on a clandestine trade mission?
Listen, we regularly make very bad choices.
It's true.
You know what? You know, maybe we don't always have to.
No, we don't. I am actually completely in support of your plan to not bring Mort. I just thought I had to check.
So,
Be of little faith.
are you two both heading out into the street then, I assume?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, so... You all head out. As you are leaving, you can see Sienna still up at the table and watches you leave, but doesn't say anything. You all head out into the street.
Right.
It's pretty quiet. Probably quieter than you'd expect for a city at this time of night, but however, sorry, I got distracted by something. However, you are just heading over, just looking for people to talk to? Is that what you're doing, Nissa and Diabol?
I was going to go talk to, like, some of the shadier, like the black market people or something. Is where I was taking Theobald.
Alright, you've seen a few people like that around town before, so go ahead and make an investigation check. With advantage, because Theobald's helping you.
Getting dice. Ugh.
Those are important.
Yes, they are.
By the way, while she's getting her dice, I will just make a public announcement that the pumpkin spice soda
Oh god.
is really good.
I am offended by that.
It
I
comes from Orca Beverage Soda Works, in Mukilteo, Washington.
We are not sponsored by them, by the way.
Mukilteo? Fuck, I don't know. It is pure cane sugar soda. It's very good. I approve.
That is good
I
to
got it
know.
at Rocket Fizz, or a Rocket Fizz soda stand in a shop.
I
Cool,
will
cool.
continue to be offended, but I'm glad you think it's good.
I will acknowledge your offense and then disregard it.
I had
same.
a
It's
feeling
really
you were going to say
freaking
that.
good.
That's
I may not be particularly interested in that specific flavor, but if they make that flavor, I'm interested to see what other flavors they make.
Oh, we have one. We have a shop in town for those guys, and they have a lot.
Rocket Fizz? Yeah.
Yeah, we have a Rocket Fizz in town, and Jesus
I
Christ.
need to go to the local one here.
Yeah.
Really good.
Crazy people. It's great, but yeah, they're crazy
Yeah.
people.
Well, the one that I had last session was chocolate peanut butter soda.
I know, but that, like, I can still understand that might be good, but pumpkin spice soda just makes me upset.
Fucking weird, man, but it was really good.
I mean, yeah, weird. It sounds weird, but it also sounds like it could be good. So I'm kind of like, I'm okay with giving that a chance. Pumpkin spice though, nah, get out of here. Chris, did you find your dice? No. Okay.
I had to get my character sheet. I had to get my character sheet opened, and because it's on my computer, I should have just used my phone. Duh.
A captain has arrived.
Diet Paisley
80.
says a whole bunch of periods in chat.
14.
14. All right.
Guessing that person is annoyed at my pumpkin spice soda.
Maybe.
Interesting commentary from the chat.
Yeah. Thanks, chat. Appreciate that. So, you two head out into the street, and walking down in the direction of the sort of less occupied part of town, where there are smaller shops and more abandoned buildings, and less smoke coming out of chimneys.
Fucking cat!
We're gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Gone.
The cat has
Oh,
knocked
okay.
over a great many items.
A great many items. Also, the name of Han's new shop.
Shut the fuck up. And the cat,
That's
the
actually
cat
a good
has
name for
also,
a shop, though.
the cat has also managed to, in her fall off my desk after knocking things over, scratch my hand in 4 different places.
Cat.
Impressive.
Good job, Kitty.
Wow, that's mean.
You're an ass. Where'd you didn't go. Damn it. Where did she go? I think she just fucking left.
Bye-bye, kitty.
God. Okay, anyway, move on.
Moving swiftly on from that.
You okay?
Okay, Will.
While laughing,
No
I had
dying,
to get some
Will.
food.
Anyway, while you guys are going, one of the smaller shops doors open off to the side, and you can see someone head out and look like they're locking up the shop behind them. You recognize this is one of the individuals that you are familiar with. His name's Kason, and he's a bit of a shady guy, but he should be able to, you think, probably get you some things that you need. He's not dangerous. He's just not that bright.
He's one of them shady. You're welcome.
Did you hear me, Carissa?
Yeah.
All right. He's yeah, you see him moving over. He's kind of pale. Looks like he doesn't get a lot of sun. Shaved bald head. And he's got sort of brownish tunic over and a little bit of furs for the cold that he wraps around himself, and then seems to notice you. Oh, hello, Nissa. Haven't seen you out in a while. What are you looking for?
What were you looking for, Theobald?
I'm looking, just give me a second. And I go and open my bag and I fish out a thing. Google. Since I didn't write it down. Right.
Kason stands awkwardly.
And I shut up, you.
No.
It's in here somewhere, I promise.
It's shut up.
Everything is going all robot-y.
Yeah,
I'm
Is
not
it?
hearing that.
I'm not hearing that either.
Hans is kind of still staticky.
Well,
Oh,
that's
yeah, no,
that's
just
normal.
gonna be that way
Oh,
because
yeah.
I don't have a good microphone tonight.
No, Hans always sounds like that a little bit, but do the rest of us sound like that?
Oh, do we? Also, Tato.
Yeah, I saw that.
I like that, like,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
the most active chat has been in
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah,
And
and
it's-
it's periods.
And then Tato.
Yeah,
And a pun.
there had to be a pun.
It was great.
You know, Paisley, if you want to say something that isn't periods, that's acceptable. I mean, we don't just communicate Morse code here, mostly.
Period.
Well, you are not helping.
Period.
No.
Done.
It smells like snow. Kason shifts awkwardly.
Sorry about that. There was pizza delivery.
Oh, that's important.
I
Oh,
see.
I have pancakes.
It was delivered
forgot
to
about
the
that.
kitchen, so by my dad. So I have to get up in a minute and go get it.
Okay.
You should do that. Don't be shy. We're all terrible people. I mean,
Wait. What? That's not good advice. Hang on. What Will means to say is, we're all probably human in appearance and can be spoken to. That wasn't...
yes, what I meant is we're terrible at acting like people.
Yes! That. Wait, no.
Okay.
No.
So, back in character, Carissa, are you here?
Carissa?
Wow.
Are you
that's
asleep,
awesome.
Carissa?
No.
Okay, good.
Are you sure?
No, she's not, apparently.
Right. Well, I'm looking for a multitude of things, but mostly I'm looking for, well, if you've got just black powder, I'd be looking for that, but I'm looking for the ingredients to make it so sulfur and charcoal and saltpeter.
you're looking for black powder.
Yes.
Is that like a spell thing or?
I want to do the Victor voice so bad.
No. Okay. Ignore what I just said. It's not commonly known. Do you have sulfur?
I might be able to get my hands on some of that. Yeah.
Do you
Possibly.
have saltpeter?
I don't really know what that is. I'm afraid. But
Didn't we have a long conversation about this last time and had a different name in this world?
Maybe.
Niter.
There you go.
I can inquire. Is this a sort of alchemy thing or?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Give me a couple days.
Okay.
I'll ask
Saltpeter.
around. I'll
Okay.
see what I can find.
That's very helpful.
We can make our own charcoal easier than we can buy it.
That's what I was just saying.
Okay, just making sure.
How long are you gonna be in town?
I'm not sure.
He can get us that shit as long as we need to.
How soon will you know whether you can get it or not?
Well, I'll go to ask around some of my sources in town. See what I can get my hands on. I'm only... He sort of gives a nod towards Nissa. I hope we understand this is entirely confidential.
Yes, of course.
Alright. Yeah, I can take a look. Probably should have an answer for you in 3 days. I've got a lot of business to take care of, but I'll ask whoever I can.
Right. Okay. That works.
What's your name, sir?
Theobald. Theobald Tropfer.
You see his eyes widen slightly, and he goes, "Oi, right. Schroffer, you said. Good.
Yes.
Good man."
I knew exactly what that check was gonna be for as soon as you
Same.
rolled it.
Same.
I almost never usually know what you're gonna roll for. I can never figure it out, but that one I knew.
I love this character.
Everything died.
What? Carissa?
It all died.
What do you mean?
And everything went quiet for a minute.
Oh,
Oh.
weird. Sorry, that just really sounded like the AI from a game I've been playing, and it was creepy as hell. Because when you get to the last level, she starts saying really creepy, weird stuff, and that sounded like something that was weird. They all died. Just like, what? What was that? Tato confirms that was really creepy. Also, Paisley said that's a mood, Carissa. Yeah, I suppose it is, Paisley. I suppose it is. Diet, Paisley. Sorry,
That
you know,
diet pays
very important. You have to
Jeez.
diet. 0% sugar. Anyway, so yeah, Kaysen just sort of takes a step back and goes, "All right. Well, I'll get back. I assume you're staying at the usual place, Nissa?
Yes.
Good. I'll get back to you in a few days. Good night, Mom." He tips his hat and walks off into the snow.
Quickly as you can, sir.
What did you say?
Is there
Some-
anyone other than him that I would know that would have weapons? Or should I try and talk to him again?
You know, it's a little bit riskier, but there's a guy you can ask he doesn't really have a home, so he's probably in one of these alleys where they have fires.
Alright, well I want to look for him then.
Alright, make an investigation check with advantage then. As you make your way further into the darkened streets, this part of town seems to have a lot less guard than the other parts of town.
20 total.
20. Okay. So as you guys are going, you see off in one side street, there's a couple people that are just huddled around a fire that's in a small pit where some road stones have been removed. It's kind of surprising the guards haven't done something about that, but then again, they don't really pay attention to the poor parts of town as much. And as you look off to the side, you can see as well in another part of the alleyway, there's a couple other people huddled up, and also a single man in sort of black clothes, looks kind of rugged, that has a raven's mask hanging from the side of his coat. He doesn't actually have it on right now, and he's taking a long drink. That's not him. You immediately avoid eye contact and continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't. As you keep going, you can see off to the side there's a few other people. There's a lot of homeless people around this part of town. Either people that don't have a home to go to, or their home is in such disrepair that it's literally warmer to stay outside with the other people's fires.
That's depressing.
I mean, if you can't buy firewood and other people are making a fire, you go to the fire.
That's true.
So you head over and you can see the man you're looking for. It's a very tired-looking black-scaled dragonborn who has about half the scales on the right side of his face clean removed. And they don't seem to be growing back. And you can see it also only has 3 fingers on his right hand. And he's leaning up against the porch. People seem to be giving him quite a bit of personal space.
Yeah, I've seen some things.
And he has slung over his back, he has a really, really pretty rusted short sword. But you know he's got better things than that. He just doesn't like to put on a show.
Okay.
His name is Tyrix, and he's not... People don't really like him in town, so he moves around a lot. But he probably has what you're looking for.
Hello, T-Rex.
Hey, if it isn't Nissa and Ellie. Been a while. Haven't seen you around these parts.
Yep. I've been out exploring some new places.
You do like your exploring, don't ya? What are you looking for this evening?
Crossbow. That's what Pablo was looking for, right?
Longbow.
Huh?
Longbow.
Longbow? Okay, longbow.
Well, I suppose I might have something. Give me a little while to look around, but I think we've had some people had some run-ins with witches recently, and if nothing else, it depends. How long are you in town, actually?
At least 3 days.
I don't know if I can get you anything that quickly, but I do have a way for you to get what you're looking for. You might not like it.
What is that way?
I trust you, Nissa, so I'll reveal one of my sources for you. Just tell me you're not gonna mess with the guard, alright?
I won't mess with the guard.
He sits up straighter and says a lot more quietly. The local Inquisitor's office in town. They never clean out that cash box, and any weapons they confiscate, they keep in there. I bet you could find at least one longbow in there.
Oh, not another heist.
Theobald.
Yes?
How hard would it be for you to break in there?
I did.
Wow, robots. Say that again?
Hans, could you be a little louder?
I'm trying to.
Oh, sorry.
My microphone is turned all the way up. I
Jeez,
can't
okay,
do shit
I'll just
about it.
adjust your...
It's just a piece of junk.
I will adjust your volume accordingly.
Right, how does it look? Does it look like something I could break into?
Oh, you're not there now.
We can't see it.
Oh.
Yeah,
right.
it's the Inquisitor's office in town.
Well, how well guarded is it?
Normally it's supposed to be pretty well guarded, but between you and me, they're a little cocky, and, they tend to, go out and have drinks. There's probably gonna be one or two of them hanging around, but just try not to be seen.
Oh, hit it. Nessa, do you know where it is?
Yes.
Right, let's go there and let's see.
Alright. Thank you.
Good luck.
Yeah, Tato, he needs to prepare to half die.
Yeah. Tato says, it's half the six-fingered man. He killed half your father. That's math. That's how math works. So...
He needs to prepare to nearly die.
Right.
You head off into the streets again. Back towards the gates. And in that general direction... it's lucky Nissa knows her way around this place, because this place is huge, and you'd imagine if you were... This place is pretty huge, and you'd imagine if you were here on your own, finding all this stuff would be a lot more difficult.
Always nice to have a local.
Paisley says, which half?
That's a very good question.
That is a good question. That's a fair thing to ask. Okay, so yeah, you head off.
That's an important question.
Immediately reminded of a comedy show. Anyway, so
Oh.
so you head off, and sure enough, you can see the large two-story, kind of mostly stone building that marks the Inquisitor's office. When you used to be here, it really wasn't that active. However, recently, more Inquisitors appear to have shown up for some reason. Their newfound activity is not, is a little disconcerting. But as you head over, you can see...
Didn't we hear that, like, the Orcish queen was it, what is she referred to? Empress?
Sar.
What's her official title?
The Sar, yeah.
Didn't we hear that he is, like, being super mercenary about finding witches?
Yes, but you're not
She's
sure.
really cracked down on magic recently.
Yeah, but you're not sure exactly the cause. It's
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I keep all of the information we get
Yeah, that's what you guys
right
heard.
in my head.
So as you can head over, you can see one of the. I mean, you know for a fact that the army, the Inquisition, and the town guard are all separate. So the town guard do not mingle with the Inquisitors, and probably don't like them very much either. It's pretty much the police, the FBI, and the army. Pretty much, actually, thinking about it. If the FBI was a lot worse, okay, maybe not a lot worse, but worse.
Yeah.
And you can see one of the Inquisitors standing in the signature kind of reddish robes outside the office. Doesn't look to be a witch hunter, but definitely part of the Inquisition, and is carrying you can see a long sword at his side. Not wearing armor. It's far too cold on a night like this to wear armor. But just kind of leaning up against...
Well, not wearing metal armor, right?
Yeah. And you can see kind of leaning up against the side of the office, looking bored. Right next to the door.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. Does it look like I could sneak past him?
Not into the door without him noticing the door open, no.
Are there any windows?
There are 2 windows on the 2nd floor.
Ah, but a window is not what you need, my friend. What you need is a distraction.
Is there a door? Is there a back door?
You want to try and sneak around and look?
There gonna make a wide circle and go around multiple buildings. I'm just kind of walking through the back way.
I bet you wish you had the cleric now, because there is not much more distracting than more.
That's true. So yeah, you head around back. You can see around the back of the building there is a small training yard that looks in disuse, and there is a back door. You can't tell if it's unlocked from here.
Is there a guard?
Not at the back door. Doesn't look like.
Well, that works. I go to the door and I try to open it. I'm
Make
not
a
gonna try to pick the lock until I know that the fucking thing is locked.
Make
Thank
a
you very much.
make a stealth check.
Righto. I am quite stealthy. I got a 27.
You hear no noise. You stealth up kind of over the little fence into the training yard and up to the door. You see no keyhole and only a handle. And you turn it and try to push in. The door is barred from the inside.
Is there a slit around the outside of the door?
There is it's not a very sturdy door, so yes, there is.
Right.
Oh no.
Shut the fuck up. I would like to put my ear up to the door and listen to make sure that there's I can't hear anybody.
Make a perception check.
Right. I got a is going to be a 23.
23. You listen for a second. You can hear very faintly from inside the room deep breathing.
Oh shit.
It could be bad. It could also mean that whoever's in there is asleep.
Well, that's very bad.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not as bad.
Righto. Shit. Are there any windows on the back?
Nope. Just the second floor. There are some on the back of the building, but they're on the second floor still.
Is there anything I can climb up?
Other than the wall, not really.
Is the wall climbable?
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's a little icy, but you could probably do it.
Right. I shall attempt to climb the wall.
Make an athletics check.
Oh shit.
This is
now
called...
you roll like shit. 13.
This song is
not
called
bad.
Sneaky
15.
Adventure. 15?
15, there you go.
The
That's
DC
not bad.
The DC was 15. So, you begin climbing, and you almost slip once on one of the cobblestones, but you kind of managed to climb up to the window. The window is obviously closed since it's quite cold outside.
Yeah, if it was open, I would be surprised.
It's you can see through it, and there's like it's latched, so you could probably reach through and get it, but you're also trying to stay up here. So go ahead and make a dexterity, or actually make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage, because you're doing it one-handed.
Let's hand check. With the motherfucking bullshit. Sleight of hand. That's going to be a 10.
That'll do it.
Wait.
So,
What?
go on. What were you gonna say?
10.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it. So you managed to just slip in a dagger and push up the latch and push the window open, and not quite silently, but almost silently, kind of stumble across the
Right.
frame.
I'm not
And
going in yet.
well, you kind of have to get onto the frame to stabilize yourself, but you don't have to go in the room yet.
Do I hear or see anyone?
On the top floor, you can see there's a shield up on the wall that looks mostly decorative. Off to the side, there's a table with a writing desk and a candle that is not lit. And there is a chair and a really threadbare carpet. Off in the corner, there is a large trunk, but no people. There's also stairs that lead down to the first floor. This looks like it used to be a watchtower and has been repurposed as an office.
I want to try and climb up after him.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Oof.
don't you stay outside?
Because I've got a spell that'll help.
Okay.
Athletics. 19.
Okay, you managed to climb up and get into the window. Also make a stealth check.
Oh. Uh, 18.
Alright, you managed to climb up in fairly silently. You're both in the top floor now. You can
Get
see
an opportunity to play another character. I have to play a rogue.
another one.
I only played that rogue for a little while, and
True.
I really miss being a rogue.
Do you remember the garlic damage? Anyway.
Hey, has anyone looked at the stream?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
According to my thing, it's the Twitch machine got unplugged.
Mine still looks okay.
Let me try refreshing my page.
Let me do the same to make sure.
Good idea.
Oh, it's working now.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm not gonna try to load it because I'm afraid that if I do, it'll knock out TeamSpeak.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Music, can you not get weird? Thank you. So,
We've lost viewers, which is
Will,
what?
what's up?
Nothing.
Okay, you cut out, so I didn't hear all of that.
That's fine. It wasn't important.
All right. So,
Hello. Would you like to load? There we go. Yeah. it's
no.
live.
So
It's
you
fine.
you are both on the top floor now. What do you want to do?
Right. Did you come up here?
What'd you say, Hans? Stage whispers.
Nissa, why did you come up here? Yes, that was a stage whisper. I have a shitty microphone.
I have a spell that can help if we get caught.
Okay.
Is it by any chance charm person?
No.
Oh. Okay.
You don't know anything.
I really
You don't know me.
it.
I have secrets.
Yeah.
It's
I mean-
a suggestion.
Ah.
Nissa,
Yes?
do you know where that lockbox is that we're looking for?
Yeah.
No. He just said there was a lockbox in here. You've never been in the office before. You try to avoid the Inquisition at all costs.
And now you must open every container you come across.
There's a trunk in this room,
No.
as I mentioned.
Should have asked him where that lockbox was.
Probably.
God damn it. Right.
You guys hear a door open downstairs.
I looked at the chest. What is in the what does the chest look like? Does it look like a place where one would store weapons?
It's a trunk about like 6 feet long and 2 wide, maybe.
Is it locked?
Did you say like
Yes.
6 inches?
I said feet.
Oh.
It's like a big trunk.
Oh, really big.
like,
Okay, gotcha.
I picked the lock.
All right, make a lockpick check. As you're doing that, you hear from downstairs. I'd really like a drink, but it's a little late for that now. And you hear a chair, and it's a chair moving, and it sounds like someone's starting awake. Oh, yeah. You weren't asleep, were you? No. This is why we always get stuck with night shift. What'd you get on your check, Hans?
Bullshit. But that is going to be math is hard. 15.
15. Okay. As you're fiddling with the lock, you can also hear from downstairs. Why don't you go outside? Fresh air will do you good. Do I have to? Yes.
Hey, Hans, you know what's harder than math?
First math?
Yup.
Reverse math is hard. I mean, it's the hardest of the maths.
Oh, yes. Of all of the maths, it is by far the most difficult.
God, it's been a while since reverse math. Anyway. Oh my god. So, you manage to open the lock, and you quietly push open the chest, and you can see across the bottom... What'd you say?
Underwear.
Yeah, it's all underwear. No. It's a gigantic trunk full of underwear. No.
Nothing. They're normal sized. There's just nothing but underwear.
Yeah, it's just all in there. Yeah. No, it's not.
That many sets.
You can see what looks like these look like they were recently put in here. There's black cloaks, raven masks, and hand crossbows.
Ooh.
Well, that's interesting.
There are 3 hand
Take one of
crossbows.
those.
How big are the raven masks?
They're about human size. And when I say raven masks, I say it because that's what this world will be equivalent of, but they look like plague doctor masks. Basically.
Could I fit one in my bag?
Sure, you take one.
Oh god.
I mean, it's witch hunter outfit might be nice to have.
Really could,
Yeah, that's
actually.
what
If
I
you
was
play that card
thinking.
right, that is
I
a
take it in
powerful
I
thing
put
to
it in my
have.
bag, and the black cloaks folded up. Would one of those fit in there?
Yeah.
I take one of those, and
Should take a hand
shit,
crossbow.
I guess I'll take a hand crossbow as
Yeah.
well.
You have a hand crossbow now.
Those are such good weapons, hand crossbows.
You are robbing witch hunters.
Right.
This is a
Great
very
idea.
bad idea, but I really like it.
As you pick up the cloak, by the way, a single silver piece falls out of one of the pockets.
Oh.
I'll take that as well.
All right, 1 silver piece.
Right. Oh shite. Where's my pencil? Oh, my pencil has gone.
What's
Oh no, pencil.
I can add it to the party fund.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
He also has to
No.
return the items.
No, I can. It's just you don't want me to.
Chances
This
are
is-
you barely even see the silver coin.
Shit! What has happened to my pencil?
With your passive perception of 15, you pick up the silver piece and you're about to put it in your bag, and you notice it's a little different. It looks like, your average silver piece, and if you hadn't been so observant, you probably wouldn't have noticed. But the inscription on it, with the single hole in the center of it, the sort of inscription around the edge looks different than you remember, and it's in a language you don't recognize. But it's very hard to notice. You're surprised you noticed that in the low light.
I will put it in a pocket that I will remember where it is, and I will
And
make a note to ask around about that later.
all right, mark that down separately.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, actually, because I can't find my fucking pencil. Damnation, there it is. Right.
I do like that Theobald's voice is effectively your Yasha impression. It's good. I like it.
Dasha?
Yeah, it sounds like Yasha to me.
Is it? That's weird.
Sounds a little Vax-like to me.
Vax? What?
Hey.
Vax
I
is
might
British.
be misremembering, but
Vax is English sounding, though.
not the same. But it's
Right. No, it's not really much of an accent at all. It's just kind of a bunch of shit.
I mean, yeah,
It's
that's
kind of an accent. It sounds like a little bit of
a different
Yasha.
way of
It's a
speaking,
light
which is all you
accent.
really need to do.
Right. So.
Ow.
Right.
Cut out. I
That-
didn't hear it.
Yeah, what'd you say, Hans?
I'm just talking to myself as I write.
Oh. So as you're doing that, are you closing the chest or leaving it open?
Oh, I'm gonna close it and
Okay.
I'm gonna lock it again.
All right. Well, as you close it and you're about to start locking it again, you hear a deep, heavy sigh and then footsteps downstairs. Sounds like they're coming up.
Okay. Did I hear the person go outside, out the front?
Sounded like one of them did. Yeah.
Is there a bed in this room?
No.
Okay.
There's a writing desk and there's the trunk, and there is a decorative shield on the wall, and a carpet, and that's about it.
What's on the desk?
There's a couple papers, an unlit candle, a quill, and some ink. You have seconds before this person gets up here, though.
Right.
Well, she had minutes while he was looking through the trunk, so.
True.
I jump out the window.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
For the landing.
24.
Okay, you don't land silently, but you do land with a faint crunch in the snow outside. Nissa, what are you doing?
I'm going to hide in a corner.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Oof. At 20. 21 total.
Okay, so you hide in the little stone protrusion on the wall where the chest is. You hide behind that, and you see the red-robed man from outside step up carrying a lantern, looks around, looks straight at you, and then back away again because the lantern's on low light. Puts it on the desk. All right. Sets down a piece of paper, brings up a quill, and starts writing.
I
You
am
are going to be trapped in this room.
You're about 4 feet away from him, and he did not notice you.
If I try to move, will the stealth check stay?
It
do I
depends.
have to
I mean,
reroll?
no, you're still gonna keep the stealth check, but you are still gonna have to. What's your total again?
21.
Okay, yeah, you can move, but it's gonna be very tricky.
Yeah, I want to try and.
What'd you say?
Sorry, what was that? You cut out.
I want to try and leave the room.
Down the stairs?
Are there any other rooms up here?
No, doesn't look like it.
Then yes, I want to go downstairs.
All right. You very carefully edge around, just watching him as he's writing. And just about as you're about to take your first step down the stairs, you see him shiver and just look over at the window that's still open and go, "What the?" And then while he's walking over to the window, you slip downstairs.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Theobald, what are you doing after you land outside?
I'd like to go up to that window that's barred.
Sorry, what?
I'd like to go up to the door that's barred down there.
Okay.
And do I still hear the heavy breathing?
No.
Right. Does it look big enough that there would probably be more than one room downstairs?
No, this place isn't that large. There's the one upstairs, there's the one down here, probably just like a small kind of rest
Did I hear
area
the
for
front
guards.
door close.
Hmm?
Did I hear the front door close after the guy went out?
Yeah.
Right. And there's a gap on the side of the door?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna listen for about 5 more seconds to make sure that I don't hear anybody inside.
You hear some movement upstairs, but nothing else.
Okay. I'm gonna take out one of my daggers is a karambit. Right?
How long is a karambit?
It's about 4 inches long, but the end of it is hooked.
Right.
6 inches long.
Cool. I could probably do it.
Well, I'm gonna use it with the hook. I'm gonna use the hook up to hold the bar so it doesn't fall on the ground and make a loud noise.
Okay. For the sake of this, go and make a strength check.
Oh, is it like a heavy bar? I thought like it was like a.
Well, it's not that heavy, but he's trying to lift it with the dagger, so he has to put all his strength on one handle.
I thought this was more like a latch.
No, it's barred.
Oh, okay.
Strength?
They keep things in here after all.
14.
14 will do it. After all, you did just steal a 50 gold piece item that they had 3 of upstairs.
True. That's expensive.
So yeah, you manage to push the bar up and you keep it balanced on the dagger and you very carefully push open the door and grab the bar and put it back down on the floor and close the door behind you quietly. Just as you do, Nissa descends the stairs.
Paisley, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Right, Nissa, how about you? How about you? Outside and wait around.
What? I have to adjust your volume on Teams.
Nissa. Alright, can you hear me now, Nissa?
I can.
I can.
Right, okay, that's good enough for me. Okay. Nissa, hi. Okay. Take out the Raven mask and put it on. I'm wearing my black cloak.
Mm-hmm.
I have the crossbow at my belt.
Alright.
It is yet unloaded, but I have it at my belt, and I put the Raven mask on,
Mm-hmm.
and a lockbox or anything like that.
Well, you look around, you can see there's a small table on which there's a guttering candle. Off to one side there is almost like a locker. I mean, it's like an armoire, but smaller. Still made of wood, closed and chained shut. And you can see off to the side there is a small beaker of something smoking that is sitting on the desk. There is also a bottle of alcohol. There are places where shoes and coats have been hung up. And off to the side there is as well like a rack with a couple guard swords on it that's also locked up.
Right, I open the sort of wooden closet thingy.
Okay, it's chained shut and has a small padlock on it, so go ahead and make a lockpick check.
I see a box around that might have keys in it.
Make an investigation check.
8.
No, you do not.
Right.
How nice are the swords?
There's 3 long swords. They look pretty well made overall. Definitely Inquisition blades, not given to typical guards.
I will try to pick the lock.
Okay, make a check.
Did you say they were locked up?
Yes, they are.
18 on the lockpick check.
Alright. So as you as you manage to open the lock, you're trying to very quietly remove the chain, and as you do, you hear a knock on the door. Hey! Hey! You can hear the sound of the second voice you heard. Galen! Have you finished that bloody report yet? From upstairs. I'm working on it. If you didn't leave the window open, maybe I wouldn't have to relight my lantern every 10 seconds. You very quietly remove the chain. Place it on the ground. And open up the lockbox.
Yes.
The lockbox contains 2 witches' longbows.
Oh.
Containing beautiful inscriptions across the wood. There is also a dull sword made of a dull grayish black metal. There is a dagger that's broken that looks like it used to be made of dark iron. And
Yeah,
and,
I know.
And there is additionally also at the bottom a very small blue crystal that is encased in a glass box that is set off to one side and looks like it's been there for a very long time.
I will, I'll put the blue crystal in my bag. I'll put the pieces of the dagger in my bag.
Alright.
Does the sword have any
Sorry.
It's not in a scabbard, is it?
No, it is not. About short sword size, though, so finding a scabbard for it wouldn't be too difficult.
You bring
Is there a-
Lord that dagger, he will love you for eternity.
Is there a way that I can carry the sword?
Do you have a short sword?
Yes, I do.
You could swap them out. If you're not too attached to yours.
No, it's just a short sword. I will put the my short sword, and I will put it where this one is, and I will take it, and I'll put it in my scabbard.
All right.
And I will.
So you're taking everything then.
I will lift the
Yes.
two bows. And
Hiding the longbows might be a little difficult.
I will lift the two bows, and I will take them, and I will quickly dart out the door, and I will hand both of the bows to Nissa, and I will run.
What? I didn't.
They're both inside still. You're both
I was
inside.
taking
And shut
at
the
least-
thing behind you.
Yeah, and also, by the way, you also have the little containers the little, like, cases that contain the bowstrings, because you need to keep them separate. But yeah, you grab both of those too.
I want to.
Is there an obvious place where there would be bolts for the hand crossbow?
Not in the locker. You haven't spotted anything around the room.
Find, though, probably, right?
You can also see the bottle still sitting on the desk, still emitting black smoke, which is weird, but it smells a little funny. And as you're sitting there, kind of frantically, kind of looking around the room, you can hear the sound of something being removed, something like metal being picked up off of wood, upstairs.
Nissa, let's go.
So you're just going
Well-
out the
well,
door.
While he's doing all of his looting of the room, I want to look for the keys and try. I want to get one of those long swords.
Make an investigation roll.
Leaf.
What did you say?
Leaf.
Oh.
Damn. I got lower than
Oh.
Theobald.
Well, looking around, you can find what looks like a single caltrip in the corner of the room. But it's pretty blunted and not useful. And as you're finishing your investigation, you can hear steps begin to descend the stairs.
I am telling you, we should get the fuck out of here.
What are you doing?
You unlock the case.
Not in seconds.
No.
Did you shut whatever you got the weapons out of?
No.
No.
Still wide open.
Nissa, we need to run now. Run. Like, fast. Move quickly. Move an
As you're-
expedient high leap.
As you're talking, he's almost at the bottom of the stairs.
I run out the door. Fuck it.
Okay, you run. Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Okay, stealth is, oh fuck, 13.
So what are you doing? You have like 1 second. Like, what are you doing? 1 second before he's here.
I'll wait for him.
Okay, so the door opens and
I have an
Theobald is
idea.
running out into the snow. The door closes behind him. just as the guy hits the bottom of the stairs, what the? And he sees you.
Cast suggestion
What's your suggestion?
that he
I
should
saw
give me
that.
the keys in a long.
Do you at least have your face covered?
Yeah, I have my hood up.
What's your DC?
Checking.
Actually, for what it's worth, I dart out the door, but then as soon as I get out the door, I kind of walk confidently with my raven mask on.
Okay, you.
Head
Okay.
up like you're better than everyone else.
Make a performance check.
Right? Motherfucking D20. Performance. Charisma is shit 5.
Oh no.
Oh god.
You're trying to look confident. You don't know if it's working.
Look shifty as hell.
Yeah. Carissa, what's your DC?
To be fair, the
14
Inquisition
and-
do too.
That's true.
14, and it's a wisdom save.
I am very sorry. I rolled a 15 minus 1 is 14. He succeeds.
I'm going to try casting it again.
Well, hang on. Because as you finish the cast, and he just blinks, and then immediately raps on the door behind him, "Get in here!" And then you cast it again. Same suggestion?
Yes.
17.
Damn it. I'm going to run.
Roll initiative.
Oh.
It wasn't worth it.
Oh no.
I could have made you a long sword.
No, it wasn't for me.
I don't care who it was for. I could have made a long sword.
Widget.
Why won't you let me do
Really
that?
hoping
Whatever.
suggestion would work.
By the way, as
Mhm.
soon as I get probably... As soon as I get out of sight of the guard tower, I pull the raven mask off and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Like in a place where I'm relatively hidden.
Yeah, you roll initiative too, Theobald, just for the sake of it, in case it comes up.
Alright, that's what I was rolling for.
Initiative is going to be a 10.
Going to be a
12.
10. 12.
Kitty, yes, you're there, and you're a cat, and you're very fuzzy, and you're really freaking annoying.
What's your dex, Carissa?
+1.
Alright, you go first because you're the player, so who cares? So, the guy outside goes first. So, he immediately opens the door, and you can see the other guy who was previously asleep is wearing what looks like leather gear, kind of with the red outlines on the edges of it. He looked probably higher ranking than this guy, which is why he was inside. And he has at his belt what looks like 2 potion bottles and a long sword. He immediately draws his sword. Who are you? Drop your weapons. It's your turn.
I don't have any weapons.
He just said that. It's just routine. What do? He's pointing a longsword at you.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation and make a badge, an Inquisition badge, appear in my hand.
Can it do that? I thought that was more a minor illusion.
It says I can create a illusionary image can fit in my hand.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I never used.
So
that.
go
I
ahead.
realized.
I
I
want you.
read it, so
God,
I mean-
wow.
I want you to go ahead and make an intelligence check to try to make it convincing, like what you think an Inquisition badge probably looks like.
Badges?
That what?
intelligence,
Wow, everything just roboted.
right?
Yes.
Yes, intelligence. Intelligence. That's an 18.
Okay. You immediately reach out your hand and and create a badge. Huh.
I make it look like I'm pulling it out of my pocket.
Are you gonna say something, or are you just doing that?
I'm just gonna do that for
Say
now.
something. You have high charisma. Okay, fine.
So just go ahead
Well,
for
I
this.
don't know what to say, so
Just go ahead and roll.
or I'm gonna say I'm here on official business.
Yeah, I was gonna say this anyway, but roll a deception check just for this. See if they buy this. Incredibly suspicious.
19.
We're out of initiative. So he's still pointing the sword at you. What kind of official business?
I am looking into. Well, I was following someone and they broke in, so I followed them in, and they just escaped out the back door with a bunch of your witch's items.
You idiot! Pushes past you, and immediately they both leave. They both leave instantly. So, Theobald, I need you to make a stealth check.
So well.
I need you to roll a stealth check. There, look.
This is actually really good because you're sneaky and you've been moving pretty fast. You're probably a good ways away.
Stealth check. It's a damn good thing I've got a good stealth score.
Yes, it is.
Damn it. This is the worst. Why did I bring you? Oh my God.
Yeah, don't bring the warlock to a heist.
Jesus
They
fucking
always
Christ.
do that. I've brought other warlocks to heists. They always do
It,
this.
this is going to be a 23 stealth.
Okay. So you're heading out into the streets, and you immediately hear shouting, like almost instantly. You're like, "Oh, that's bad." So you start moving away in the direction of Sienna's house, quietly along the streets. You occasionally see one or two of these guards, one of these Inquisition officers, looking around, but they don't seem to notice you.
Raven Mask is back in the bag.
All right. Yeah, they don't seem to notice. They haven't. They're still looking. After about a minute, they both start heading back. So they don't see you in the immediate area. Well, in that minute, Nissa, what are you doing?
I'm going
there.
to leave.
Yeah, okay, so you just leave? Alright. You head out into the streets. You manage to dodge the two guards. But you do hear, as they're passing immediately, hear that one of them is breathing heavily, the one that was riding upstairs, and the other guy with the armor and the sword just goes, "God, I can't believe this bloody inspection without... Ugh." And then as he's moving along, the other guy goes, "I didn't know we got badges." And you head off into the street.
I didn't know we got badges. Nice.
So,
Oh my god!
as you arrive back at the house,
That was almost disastrous.
that was...
Holy fuck!
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
guys
I
open the
kinda
door.
don't mind the rogue. This is fun.
Rogue is amazing. Rogue is such a fun class.
You're not wrong.
And then you head in. Sienna looks up and just opens one eye, almost half asleep at the table. "You two look like you've been through the ringer." You look down and realize for the first time you guys are covered in either snow or, in some cases, dust. And it looks like one of you, you didn't notice until now, Theobald, but you're a little scraped up from your jump out the window.
I pull out the Raven Mask. Look what I got.
What on earth were you doing?
Nothing. Oh, just a... fun mission.
Uh-oh.
Is it-
I hope you're all looking at chat, because Tato said, "Don't worry, they're easily defeated with war keys." And Diet Paisley says, "Unforgivable pun. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined."
Oh no. We must make more puns to fix this.
No, that's not the solution.
It is the only solution.
It's the opposite of a solution.
No, it is the only way.
So as you all head back into the house anyway,
My dear God, the Fallout ad. What the hell?
yeah, I know.
I know, it's weird shit.
It's Fallout.
Good song though.
That's Fallout.
Oh, I didn't listen to it.
Sienna just looks over. "What kind of mission?"
Kinda always go on.
Right.
We broke into the
went shopping.
Inquisitor's office.
What? Nissa, I swear to all the gods, why would you do that? Do you know what they would have done to you if they'd caught you?
I mean, they kind of did for a minute.
What? You and I... Ugh. And she gets up and stomps over. And just...
Careful.
just prods you on the nose. "Nissa Hanali, for the last time, the Inquisition isn't going to care if you're a local. If they see what kind of magic you can pull off, you're going straight to the city and you aren't coming back out.
Yes, I know. I'm very careful.
Try something like that again, stupid, and I might have to come get you out of there. And that would not be something I'd like to spend my week doing." She gives you a very disapproving look. She gives you a very, very disapproving look, then kisses you on the cheek and goes upstairs.
Right. Going to go to bed.
Alright.
So,
Oh, I meant to grab Theobald's short sword before I left.
well, too late.
Well,
It was in the locker. You guys, oh my god. I cannot
Wow.
believe that
This is-
worked. So, you go upstairs.
Neither can I.
That was
Huh.
incredible.
I thought to myself, no
It really
way.
was.
I thought to myself, no way, DC 18. You're like 19. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So, you both
More or
head
less.
up, take a long rest. You all awake next morning. For real this time. What would you all like to do?
Right. I would like to go and find Mord.
You find
Yep.
Mord. He
He's
is awoken.
downstairs, working on cooking.
Mord,
Yep.
I have something for you that I think you might be interested in.
Oh, what
I
is
want
it?
to snag the bows from Theobald's room or wherever they're being kept and take them to Pavu.
Okay. Continue.
I got this. I open up my
Right.
bag and I take out the pieces of the dagger and I thought, I don't know, but I feel like you might have a use for it.
Is that dark iron? Is it?
No, I
Yes, it is. Not a lot of it,
Wow.
but it is.
Theobald, this is incredible. Where?
oh, I thought you might.
What? How?
Stole it from the Inquisition.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, it's broken into a few. It's broken into a few pieces, and it looks like it used to be kind of a long, slightly curved dagger of sorts. It has some no real.
I think I could fix it.
Maybe dark iron needs pretty high temperatures. You need some probably something.
I has magics.
I mean, yes, but even so, it's probably going to need more than an average forge to get this heated enough where it's going to be back together. But given the proper equipment, you can definitely fix it.
Awesome. Oh, well, I've been meaning to ask, do you have any experience with gems and fancy shiny things?
Well, what kind of experience are you looking for? Are you looking for experience
I need to
crafting
know.
with them, or stealing them, or identifying them?
I need to know about how much this should be worth. Here, I pull the black pearl out of my bag.
You have a fucking big bag.
Hold on. oh. No, this black pearl is an actual pearl, and it is the size of a
Well
mark.
done, sir. Well done.
That took me a minute, but that was solid.
Did you guys
Yes,
see
I
what
reach into
Tato
my
said?
backpack and I pull a ship out.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
much is this worth to you?
Yeah, Tato said, what about 2 forges?
Yeah,
Say it,
forge
Paisley.
squared. Yeah.
I am
That was-
really happy with myself for coming up with
That was
that
one of the
quickly.
best
That
jokes
was
we've
great.
had on here in a while.
What was it?
It was. Yeah, no, it's a marble-sized black pearl.
Oh god. Okay. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
How much do you think this is worth?
Oh god.
DM.
I'd like to look at it. Do I actually have any clue?
I mean, you don't really fence gems, do you? You might have some secondhand knowledge, but I mean, you probably don't have any firsthand experience valuing gems.
Right. I will look at it, but I'm not a professional.
All right.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh god. 9.
9! Sorry.
Do I know anything? 9.
9!
9?
Thank you.
I don't need anything exact. Just like, is it worth a lot? Is it worth a little bit? That kind of thing.
It looks like it could go for kind of a lot, actually. You're not sure exactly how much, but upwards of 200 gold. Looks like a pretty pricey gem, actually.
I relay the information.
Oh. Nice. Did you find anything else interesting when you were robbing someone?
Right, I pulled out my my newly acquired sword. Do you have any idea what this is? I didn't have time to
Oh.
really inspect it.
Is it... I want to have a close look at it.
Okay. Make
Examining mostly the craftsmanship and if I can find anything interesting about it.
a history check.
Oh, that went off thing over there. 19.
The craftsmanship is relatively unfamiliar to you. It's very kind of. It has a lot of flowing lines, and then but it's strangely angular in places. The metal, you're also not really sure exactly what it is. It looks like maybe. I mean, it seems to be strong based on you just tapping it against things and testing the metal. It's flexible and strong. You can't tell exactly what it's made of, but it's kind of a dull gray, and it's. I mean, it looks pretty serviceable.
Okay. Alright, I don't know all that much, but the reason I was asking about the pearl is because I have an idea. I take it and I sit down at the table and I'm going to ritual cast Identify
Sorry, on what?
on the sword.
The pearl. Oh, the sword.
Yeah, I'm using the pearl as a focus, as the ingredient.
Oh.
If I can, if it works.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth more than you need it for. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I needed to check.
Yeah.
I am not going to sell it,
Okay.
because Mort didn't think about that.
Fair enough.
He
So
just
yeah,
knew that he needed a pearl.
so you use that to ritual cast Identify.
I love that Forge Domain Clerics get that. That is an awesome spell to have.
The sword is non-magical, however, it is considered a +1 masterwork sword.
Ooh. Okay.
And I'm gonna say with Identify, you can tell it's made of what looks like it looks like an alloy of steel and moon silver.
Ooh. Do I know anything about Moonsilver?
No.
This is an interesting sword indeed. It's very well made. And it's made of steel and I think moon silver, which I know nothing about. Never worked with it before. But I've heard of it in stories. That's all I know.
Oh,
A nice sword. Yeah, so it's a very nice sword. So +1, is that like the same as a +1 magic item, just not
Yeah.
magic?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I don't blue plus anything magic items that are only plus that, because that's boring.
That's boring as hell.
Real
yeah.
boring. I mean, I'll give magic items +1 if it has other stuff on it, but I'm not just gonna just give you a magic +1 because that's boring.
It's really boring. Yeah.
But yeah,
Hans, you have a +1 to an attack and damage rolls with that sword.
Yep.
But it does not bypass magical resistances, is the main
No,
difference.
but it does. It is considered silvered. So if you fight anything that is affected by silvered weapons, that will work.
Okay.
For instance, some demons, devils, werewolves, things like
Yeah,
that.
lycanthropes, yeah.
Right.
And I would know that just from it being
Yeah.
silver.
Okay.
Even if I don't know anything about moon silver, it's still silver.
Yeah.
That's nice. Anything else?
Yes, actually.
Oh!
Which longbows?
Ooh.
Which
Those are
this is
something.
giving to Pavu. Additionally, yes.
If they're
and
witch
I-
bows, do you think I could have a look at them first? I think I can. I think with this magic, I should be able to tell if they're cursed. I think.
Out the gem.
All right. In the small glass box, it's covered in a layer of dust.
What's that?
I have no fucking idea, but it looks.
Looks fancy. I'm gonna try to identify that.
All right. This is a crystal of returning.
Ooh.
You're gonna need somebody who's good with forging to use this, but fortunately you have one of those. These are more common. They are very minor, usually very minor enchanted items that you can. That are usually people. You imagine they were saving it for a rainy day. or for someone high-ranking enough to come along and use it.
It sucks to be them.
Yeah, it does. It's an uncommon, wondrous item, requires attunement. While basically you can install it onto a melee weapon, and you can use your bonus action to magically call the weapon to your hand as long as it's within 30 feet of you. In addition, as long as a bonus action, you can cause the weapon to regain the returning property for 1 minute, which basically means when you immediately after you make a ranged attack with it, it flies back to your hand.
Oh.
You can make a boomerang sword.
I put it back in my bag.
All right.
No, you don't.
Uh,
In the back. I'll tell you what it does, but I'm holding on to that. You couldn't use it anyway.
I found it.
But you don't know how to put it on a weapon.
Better at hiding it than you are.
No one's looking at my things.
Fine. I get first dibs on it. Ask me before.
you cut out.
I get first dibs on it, and you have to ask before you use it for anything, okay?
Fine.
I did find it.
Yeah, you did.
Did risk my damned life trying to get it.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, you did.
Not.
He's all excited about a fancy new item.
Meanwhile, upstairs.
You can be excited all the fuck you want. I require pizza. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Nissa, you have the 2 bows, and you're upstairs. I assume you're trying to find Pavu?
Yes.
Alright. Diet Paisley says, tension builds in the boomerang sword fandom. Yes. Yes, it is true. We have stirred up the mob of the vastly yeah, there's so many people in the boomerang sword fandom. It's a dangerous business. God damn it. See, this is why we should have chat up sometimes. Tato says they keep trying to get rid of it, but it just keeps coming back. Well played. Anyways. I think you killed Will, Tato. In the meantime, Carissa, are you there?
You guys keep saying funny shit
Yes.
while I'm eating.
Okay. Carissa, you can, I assume you're trying to find Pavu.
Oh my god.
Pavu, you awake.
Yeah, I know, Paisley. It did.
Pavu,
Yeah.
you awake with a animal on your face licking you. And making meowing
Of course I do.
noises.
Aw.
Seems like it's hungry.
I pet her. And I'll bring her downstairs to try and find something for her to eat.
I have
Okay.
a bag of meat.
Of course you do. You open the door, and you open the door, and Nissa's standing right there with 2 bows.
Oh, hi.
Hi, we got the bows you wanted.
Oh, you didn't have to go through that much trouble. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does not realize
I think-
just how much trouble they went through.
Yeah. I think Duffy's hungry.
Let's
gonna
go
go
find
get-
her some food then.
Yeah. Okay.
You head downstairs. You now have 2 witches' longbows, Pavu.
Yeah, I really don't need to.
No, you don't, but you have them.
Sell the other. We can sell the other one.
Yeah.
When you come downstairs, Mort is cooking out of a cookbook.
Okay.
I don't know what he's making because I don't know what's in the cookbook, but
Roll a d20.
16.
Mord flips to a page at random. It has difficulty levels, so you try to find an easier one, and you look around and you're just like, okay, let's see what we got here. And you flip to a page that says traditional Ouroboros breakfast, and you're like, okay, this looks like fairly simple.
Nice.
So you start making eggs.
Breakfast returns.
Yes!
You start making eggs. It's very weird, but you're doing
Nice.
it.
Yeah.
Oh
So when
my
you guys come
God.
downstairs, I'm working on that.
All of you sit around the table. Sienna's over with the kids, assigning them their various tasks for the day. But eventually she comes over and says, right, I
I'm
have...
making up for everyone.
Alright. I have some work to do in town. You all are planning to stay a little longer, so do whatever it is you like. Just don't, if you don't mind.
Are you leaving before breakfast?
No, I should be able to stay long enough for that, actually. Depends.
All right,
I've-
I'm nearly done.
Alright. But just make sure that you're careful around town. I know, in case some of you stirred up anything last night, just make sure you don't go wandering alone. She gives a pointed look at
Yeah,
Nissa.
you two probably shouldn't go outside.
I'm down there, right?
Yeah, you're all here.
Yes, everyone is.
Oh. They won't notice us. Nissa had her hood up and I was wearing a raven mask, so...
If you say so.
We definitely shouldn't take those bows outside, or that sword out of its scabbard. Very notable items.
No. Definitely not.
Hey, does anyone need or want a longbow? I don't really need to.
We
I
can
don't
sell
know
the
how
other
to
one.
use one, but I'd be interested in learning.
Or Mord can learn how to shoot it.
Could you teach me how to do that?
I'll be honest, I didn't think you would need to. I just kind of didn't know what to look for in the quality of a longbow, and quite honestly, I didn't have time to look anyway, so I just kind of grabbed them both.
Oh, that worked out well for
We
me.
do a lot of cooking, Paisley, yeah.
Yeah. Paisley says, I haven't viewed all that many of these streams, but from what I've seen, cooking seems to be a strangely consistent feature. Yes, yes. That is true.
Last game it was murder. This game
better. Not great, but better.
much,
The traditional
much
Ouroboros
better.
breakfast thing was my character, so...
That's true.
True, there was a lot of that.
Over.
But it wasn't like you cooked a lot of things, it was like you cooked one thing a lot. That was kind of last session. Last game, I mean.
because he just used create food and water.
Oh, that's true. He was like, look, boom, Ouroboros breakfast, it's appeared.
Yeah, no, you're right, Tato. We cooked once.
Once. You cooked waffles
But
one
most of the
time.
We just had a cleric that was using create food and water.
Yeah. So, and soon you'll have that again, but...
Yes.
Yeah, anyway,
Probably not all the time, though. He likes cooking.
fair. So anyway,
Not very good at it yet, but...
what do you all want to do today? You effectively have 3 days to do with
we were
what you...
gonna
I'd
go
like
look
to
at
see how well I've
characters.
made this breakfast.
Oh, that's a good point. Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
That I can do.
Let's see how good this
That is a
Ouroboros...
natural 20.
Oh my god. You guys haven't had food like this before. This is southerner food. But it's pretty good, actually.
damn breakfast.
It's really good.
It might match the scrambled eggs that I make in real life.
I'd say it does with a natural 20. It's very good.
I don't think I've had your scrambled eggs. Need to do that now.
You should.
So, wow. What the hell? I'm sorry, I need to nerd out and share something for just 1 second here. So, before we played this session, we did the stream. I used to use all sorts of music that we're not allowed to use now because of copyright reasons. However, it seemed like whenever Harlex was mentioned, the Hobbit's theme song from Lord of the Rings would just come on. Like, in my playlist, like, I didn't make it happen, it just turned on.
Yes.
I don't know if any of you just heard that, but I'm going to rewind this music for a second. Hang on.
I heard it.
This isn't even Lord of the Rings music. Did you hear that?
What? What?
That just happened.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That is
that's really weird.
wow.
That's really weird.
Krishan is actually an orange wizard.
But this is a Kevin MacLeod song. Like, this has nothing to do with. Anyway, I just thought that was just weird.
Awesome.
It's also called To the Ends, plural, which is interesting. Anyway, sorry. Back to the game. Really good breakfast. What would you all like to do?
What all does it contain? It's like eggs and bacon and toast, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Eggs, bacon, toast. That's definitely what you get out of the cookbook anyway. The basics.
Nice.
There's cheese on top of the eggs.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a necessity.
Of course. All right.
Yeah, it's weird Southerner food. You guys never had this before. You don't. But yeah, it's pretty good. What do you all want to do with your day?
Weren't we gonna go look at carriages and stuff?
Yeah, just because we don't need to rent one right now doesn't mean we
We can
can't
still
go
look
and
into
review
it.
prices and do some shopping.
Ah.
Again.
Freaking shopping.
For the sake of brevity,
It's more realistic this way, Krishan.
I'm going to go to the page for carriage rides on this book that I have.
Shen, can't we go to different ride services and compare prices?
You want to go play around with Uber and Lyft? No, we're not doing that right now. That's just not. This is D&D for God's sake. I'm not doing that.
Oh man.
There are some things that are too boring to do for D&D. A lot of things.
That's right. We have to haggle
No, you do not.
over literally everything.
I'll let you make a haggle check as soon as I find the goddamn page I'm looking for. I wish I remembered where it was. You guys decide what else you're doing today while I figure this out.
So, do I have arrows for this? Oh,
Nope.
No, we need to fix that.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, I was wrong.
I like that, Hans. That's good. I like that.
It's nice.
Someone should
Oh,
send
man.
that in the
Greg.
stream.
Hang on.
Wow.
Can we send that into the stream?
Yeah, hang on, actually. I got it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, go put it in chat. This is why you should catch this live so you don't miss the memes that I don't want to put on
Yeah.
screen. Diet Paisley suggests you need a deep spiritual connection with each horse.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, you have druids. That's not that hard. I mean, horses are just gonna be like, yeah, all right.
We've already made friends with
Oh,
like half the
stupid.
animals we've encountered. It's like, oh look, a very large, dangerous animal. Let's talk to it.
So you guys are getting.
Yep, we gotta take the horse out for a night on the town.
So
Yeah.
you guys are looking to get carriage rides, like a proper carriage ride with a driver and stuff.
We don't need a driver, but
You're
sure.
gonna have a driver because they're not letting you just take their cart.
Yeah.
You can either buy a cart or you
I
can
have
rent
novel
a ride.
idea.
What?
Need to build a cart.
Oh no.
No.
Again. It's happening again. Do you want to actually do that?
I
I
don't
think we
think
should
we have
buy
the
a
time for
cart.
that right now.
Not right now.
Okay.
We should do that later, though.
Our campaigns have two constants: cooking and cart
carts.
building. All right. You guys figure out what you're doing today. Talk
This
amongst
time with the
yourselves.
Blacksmith, we can make an
Well, how
armored
much-
cart.
How much does an actual carriage cost?
Are you talking to buy
we
a
were to
ride
get-
or to buy an actual?
Buy an actual carriage. Like, it depends on what
Like
kind of.
cart or carriage or whatever.
Just like a cart. Like, it depends on
Yeah.
what you're trying to get. Like, if you want a full-on carriage that has doors and stuff, it's gonna be a lot.
Oh,
But like, just
something simple.
like a wagon,
Like a covered
Yeah.
wagon, right? Yeah.
yeah.
a covered wagon. Give me 1 second. I am checking my price things. No, don't do that. I misclicked. Sorry. I am.
Well, Pact, Hexblade, Patron, we don't know.
What?
I know.
Oh, well, no, it's the Hexblade Patron, but Pact, I assume Pact of the Blade.
Yes.
I always forget
I think
that.
so. Um,
I hate the language for warlocks. It's so confusing.
yeah, it is a little bit. Where is my thing? Not that. God, murder, arson. Okay.
What?
I packed his
What
pack
was
of
that?
the blade.
What?
What was that about murder and arson?
You didn't hear anything.
Right.
Okay, it's fine. I found it.
Okay.
Everything about this is fine.
Ah, Jesus. What the heck?
You guys want a cart, just like a wagon.
Yep.
That's not in here for some reason. God damn it. Let me find my other thing.
It's in the player's handbook.
It probably is, but I don't feel like looking for it in there. So I'm looking for something else.
Do you like me to do
No,
that?
I don't want you to do that. Here we go.
That's what I
Here's
thought you were gonna
here's
say.
what I was finding.
I have it right in front of me, but okay.
Hans, stop telling people my secrets. Okay. I have secrets.
Not much of a secret.
It's a secret, trust me.
Sure.
Look, I'm just doing other things, so I'm saying words, and it's fine.
I'm just doing other things, so I'm saying words. It's fine.
Yep, that's what I said. Congratulations. Alright. Keep talking about what you're doing today while I'm busy.
Well,
What are we doing today?
yes.
Another Inquisition.
I mean, you've only decided one thing, so...
Anybody need anything?
Arrows.
I can train Flaw more about how to fight with an axe. I'd like to test out my new shield. I need to get used to it.
I would like to go. I would like to go and find bolts for the hand crossbow.
Okay, you're looking for hand crossbow bolts. You know one place to get them.
Where?
That kobold guy you talked to the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I will
yeah.
do that. I will go find that guy.
And I'm gonna go with and get some longbow.
I got really confused
Arrows.
for a minute because I was just listening to an audiobook where they went to talk to a kobold about getting some stuff.
Huh.
I just had this moment of like, wait, what?
Okay, so for reference, by the way, it's gonna be probably about, let's see, the wagon itself would be 35 gold, and then if you wanted, you obviously are gonna need 2 horses for that to reasonably go with that, 2 draft horses. So that would cost you 135 gold total. Oh wait, no, 130. What did I say? 135? 137 for the wagon and the horses and the bit and bridle and stuff.
How much?
Be 137 gold total for a cart and horses to pull it and stuff.
A lot. You don't have a lot.
How much is it to rent the...
I haven't calculated that yet.
A lot less than that.
Probably a lot less than that, yeah.
Yeah, but remember, we need to get to the other place. What's it called after this?
Hoovenkrinkel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So I'm
it shouldn't be
thinking-
hard to rent another cart in the city. Like,
No, it shouldn't, but it's also, do we really want to keep spending money on carts?
Well, you could spend 300 gold and get a chariot.
No.
I thought not. They don't sell chariots here.
that's what I was
I'm
gonna
kidding.
say. No one sells chariots here.
They do in the city though.
They do.
Well, they don't sell them, but they definitely have them.
Okay, new goal. We need chariots. Absolutely mission critical.
So, you guys are doing other stuff. I'll go see how much it is to travel the way. Where's my
I
map?
don't think there's a lot of stuff that we need to do.
Look, all I'm saying is, your guys' score was a 5.5 on downtime for this campaign, and you have some downtime. So if you want to do something, do it.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, do we have anything that we can work on right now? I don't have anything. I don't have the money right now. Do anything really.
So are you guys trying to get passage? Are you guys trying to just buy a cart to Bryn Mawr, or are you trying to? Well, I guess actually you kind of have to do that. Never mind. Bryn Mawr is
We're
the
trying
city.
to go all the way.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I don't think the cart guy is gonna take you all the way. You're gonna have to go to Bryn Mawr and then get a different cart there.
And how much is that going to cost?
I'm working on it.
Gotta calculate distance and stuff, so it's gonna take a little bit.
Yeah, give me a minute. You guys talk about whatever.
Well. Oh boy.
I'm not watching
boy.
that. I'm not watching that. I have stuff
I'm
to
not
do.
watching that.
It's actually a really good song. It's just topical.
I'm just not listening to it right now, that's all. Not against listening to it. Not gonna right now.
Let's see. I'm gonna guess like.
Chorus is.
What?
And there'll be chariots to carry us all. There will be chariots to carry
No.
us home.
No.
Good for them.
What?
Good for them.
Guys have got no sense of humor.
Yes.
That's kind of
Yes,
a lot.
sure. Whatever.
That's.
I've stopped caring. I am.
It's gonna be like to get to Bryn Mawr. It's gonna be like 40 gold probably. All the way to get you all the way there.
That's
Alright, and
so
once we
much
get to
cheaper.
Bryn Mawr-
That's the driver taking you there. It's 40 gold. They don't provide anything else. You need to have food still and everything. Wow, everyone went quiet all of a sudden.
That is a lot cheaper.
How much
Yes.
would it end
It
up
is,
being?
but then how
for the
long
next,
is it
like,
gonna,
yeah.
or I mean, how much is it gonna cost us to get to,
I mean,
Food?
if we're
Bryn
only
to-
counting the price of the cart and horses and... I mean, the price that you told us earlier, was that including things like food for the horses?
No, but food for the horses is cheap.
Okay.
It's just feed. I mean, if you have a
It's
cart to
probably
carry
gonna
it.
round out to be nearly the same price to buy that it would be to rent, isn't it?
I mean, considering the two different cart rides, it's probably a little cheaper to get a cart from Bryn Mawr to the city because it's done so often and the road's in such good condition. So probably like
But
50
then
or
you're gonna
40.
go to Hoevenkrinkel, so it's like you're going to be traveling a
Yeah.
lot.
A cart's a
You're right,
decent
we should
investment if
just buy it. It's gonna be cheaper overall. It's a good investment.
And
Damn it.
we also don't have to have the driver know where we're going, which isn't a big concern right now, but it could be in the future.
That's true. That's true.
knowing you guys, that is definitely true.
Yep.
So, are
Yeah.
you buying a cart? Is that what's happening again?
Sounds like it.
It's much less
I guess
cool
so.
than last
It
time.
is much less cool. It is just a
Yeah,
cart
this
now.
Cart is nowhere near as
Um,
cool.
So,
We
100.
can
modify
But
it?
if we own it, we can modify it.
Yeah. You
Yes.
both have the same
Oh,
idea.
don't worry. This cart will not remain boring for long.
Oh.
So,
We need to find a
We'll
bigger
have
version of
cannons.
this gem and be able to summon the cart.
oh my god.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tato
yes.
said, let's be real, there's a 25% chance the driver would just die at some point.
That is true. That is completely
So,
true.
25% chance of a free cart.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but also
Not
then
wrong.
you know, potentially other problems come with that. So, are you buying a cart or not?
I guess so.
Sure.
Sounds like we are.
All right, so mark off whatever the hell I said earlier, 137? Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong page.
Yeah.
Let's see,
Oh, I thought
100.
it was like 170.
And
Oh well.
I'm checking my prices. So you're buying a wagon for 35. You need 2 horses. You need 2. I lied. It's 139.
Oh, how dare you!
Feed per day is like 5 copper. So
You have a long way to go though, so it's worth calculating.
yeah, let's see. So mark off the goal for the cart while I, given the road that you're on, which, you know, you can really only use the cart effectively on a road.
You just tell me the number of days, I'll calculate the price.
I'm going to guess, let's see. I mean, we're never too concerned about strict travel in this game. Because if we were, I would be doing a lot more work. So let's see. Probably like, from here to Bryn Mawr, probably... on a road, especially the road that is magically cleared of snow, or with the lanterns and stuff, at least partially, probably 2.5 weeks.
Said 39, right?
Yeah, 139.
Like 17, 18
well-
days?
Yeah.
By more feed than one more day's feed than we need, so 19. Da-da-da.
It's 5 copper apiece per day, so yeah.
About 5 gold and yeah, about 5 gold.
It weighs
4.75.
it weighs a lot, but you have a cart, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so 4 gold, 7 copper, 7 silver, 2 copper.
Also, just for future reference.
while we're out,
Oh yeah, go on.
I'm gonna get 5 gold pieces worth of arrows.
How many?
How
How
many that will get me?
How many silver pieces, Will?
many?
4 gold, 7 silver, 5 copper.
Give me 1 second, Megan. I'm looking. How much gold were you thinking?
5?
All right, 5 gold will go. Jesus, 1 gold's 20 arrows.
You said 7
Okay.
silver, right?
So if you want to stock up,
That's a lot.
you have a cart, so you could keep some extras in there. Also, Hans, you wanted crossbow bolts, yeah?
For the hand crossbow.
Yeah, that's gonna be about the same price. You also need a case for 1 gold to keep them in, but that's about it. Because you don't.
Megan, you have about 100 arrows.
Yeah.
Right, so I think I'm just going to get 20 because I also have a short bow.
Also, someone mark off, like, I'd say Theobald and Pavu, mark off 1 gold extra each, just so you can get a quiver and a crossbow bolt.
Okay, I did.
Or a crossbow case, I mean, for your crossbow bolts. Cool.
How many will fit in the case?
20.
Okay, I will buy. Yeah, I will just buy the case and.
Cool. Yeah, and just for future reference, generally 1 day of stabling for your, like, cart and horses is going to be 5 silver.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you find someone who's willing to just keep
Let's
them for
not
you.
buy the horse just yet.
You probably need 2 horses for the amount of stuff you're
Well,
getting.
let's not buy them just yet. Let's say that we figured out the prices, we're reserving the gold, and we're going to wait until right before we have to leave so we don't have to pay to stable them.
Fair enough. Cheapskates. All right.
Yeah.
By the way, I have never had anyone
Not
in any of.
any money.
I'm not saying you guys need to do this, because you probably shouldn't. Or well, you could, but I've never had anyone in my games ever build a boat before or buy a boat, and I would love
You
that
should do that.
because that's awesome. You
I
do
don't
need
know
a
how much
crew.
time we're going to spend at sea, though.
You do need to pay a crew though. PD.
Yeah. And we don't have a lot of access to ports, I think, right?
Not around here, you don't. You
Sure,
never
maybe
know.
if we
I'm
went
just.
south.
If you go south, there's ports everywhere.
Yeah.
Just
Choose
as
to
long,
leave the area.
just as long as whatever game we use a boat in doesn't have Richard in it, we're all right.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
My poor
God damn
boat.
it, Richard.
My poor boat. I was so happy about that boat. Whatever. So,
What did I miss?
are you done shopping yet?
Never.
No.
Kill me now. So, here's what happens. So,
Anybody need anything else?
No. What is the thingy?
that's not helpful.
What's the dice and shit for the crossbow?
Oh, it's a D6.
Believe it's a D6 for hand crossbow.
Yeah,
I think.
And it's piercing?
Yeah, it's 1d6.
No, it's bludgeoning damage. No, yeah,
I
it's
think
piercing.
the range is
30.
30.
Long range is 120, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So it doesn't have as high range as others, but it does a significant amount of damage, and it's very easy to hide.
I'm checking something because I'm pretty sure hand crossbows are actually... Hand crossbows are, yeah, D6. Yeah, I was right. Okay, 30, 120, yeah. Don't know how oh, and yeah, hand crossbows are actually 75 gold, typically. So, you stole even more than you thought. Yeah, speaking of which, as you guys go out into the street and you're doing your shopping, you don't get, you don't have trouble staying out of sight. But you do notice that there's quite a bit more guard presence around than the other last few days.
I wonder
And
why.
you see also a few more Inquisition members are just going around knocking on doors.
Ooh.
So, the day passes uneventfully, training and shopping. As you're all settling down to go to bed that night, you see Flaw sitting up, apparently asking questions of Sienna about the schoolwork that they all do. As she doesn't seem to be very familiar with the concept.
Or it isn't either. He listens in a little bit.
So you just do this every day? Oh, yes. I mean, well, not every day. Gotta have breaks occasionally, but learning is important. Especially out here. Knowledge is power.
What all kind of things do you learn?
Oh, well, mostly I've been teaching them mathematics, some basics of archaeology, physics, the usual.
Also
Reading,
taught-
common.
Yes, reading and writing as well.
Oh, of course.
Claw, where we're going for you to stay, that you will be taught that stuff as well. They do school session.
Oh, well, I can read, but yes, I mean, well, I
Not
can...
just teach reading and writing. They teach lots of other things too.
Well, I'm excited. I haven't had a chance to, do much of that back home. You mostly learn the trade and stick with what you're good at. I really would.
I'll see Sienna aside and ask if she can teach me how to read common better.
Oh,
Roll me
you...
aside. For Sienna.
Sienna.
Okay.
Oh, honey, I can try. Let me see.
I know we only have a few days, but I'll take what I can get.
So, for the sake of this, go ahead and make an intelligence check.
19.
Tato, you can't teach friendship. Alright, so... you managed to get a little bit better. Recognize a few more words. But yeah, you only have a couple days, so you don't get a lot done.
I'm not, like, horrible. I can figure it out, but I'm not a fast reader by any means. I'm not very good.
Yeah. You've got the alphabet down, so that's good.
Oh, yeah, no, I've had that down for ages. Like, I know the basics. It's just, like...
Big words.
The level at which I can currently read is not as high as it should be.
Yeah. So, is there anything you all want to do, or are we just passing the time until you leave? Or until you hear word, I mean. Alright.
We do need to go back to the guy that's getting the powder and stuff. Or whatever.
Well, yeah, we're waiting for him
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
to let us know. Yeah.
So, on the around morning of midday of the third day, there's a knock
What?
on the door.
I'll go answer it.
What did you just say?
I said it's about midday of the third day you were
I
waiting.
heard around morning of the midday on the
Oh,
third day.
well, I don't know
Yeah,
if I said that. I did not mean to say that.
That was
Uh,
a thing.
You hear a rap on the door.
I'll answer it.
You open the door, and you see there 3 figures. One is wearing kind of one of them is wearing what looks like a town guard outfit with a spear at his side. The other one is wearing a black cloak and raven mask, and the third, who's in front and has just appear to have knocked on the door, is wearing the red robes of the Inquisition. In fact, you recognize this particular man.
When Mort hears the knock, he comes over to the door, but it does take him a minute to get there.
Ah, hello.
You
I
cut out.
believe this is the home of the soothsayer.
Yes.
We have a few questions we'd like to ask her.
Okay. Give me a sec. I'll go get her. I shut the door in their face.
Okay. So you head up. You just slam the door. And head upstairs.
Nissa, who was it?
Yes. It's the Inquisition. They want to talk to Sienna.
Oh.
Well,
That's-
actually, it's more than just the Inquisition.
Oh. Like a window I could look out, or a peephole in the door or something.
You make a perception check.
A lot.
Okay. You look out. Yeah, you can spot them out there.
Oh, they don't look too nice.
In fact, with a 22, you also notice there appear to be 2 other black-cloaked, raven-masked figures that are making their way around the perimeter of the house.
They're walking around the perimeter too. Keeping an eye on us, not letting us out of here.
What are you doing, Nissa?
Did I go and get Sienna?
Alright, you head upstairs.
I
Oh,
look at my
Just a
shield
second.
and my mace.
alright, Nissa, what is it?
The Inquisition and a guard wants to talk to you.
Oh, that's not a good sign. And she gets up,
No, it's not.
heads downstairs.
I'll be
Pulling
right
on
back.
Pulling on her kind of ceremonial soothsayer robe and looking irritated, she opens the door. Alright, what do you want? The 3 individuals look down. Mord, I assume you're still near the door?
Yeah, I went to
Okay.
grab my weapons, but
I'm right
I wasn't
by her,
gone very
too.
long. So.
Okay.
And I'm not like holding them threateningly. I just kind of have my shield, like I'm holding the top of my shield, leaning on it. It's in front of me, and my mace is on my belt.
Oh, hello, madam. We'd like to request use of your services. I hear that for pay, you tend to look for people of interest to us, or to anyone. Aye, that I do. Depends on the sort of thing you're looking for. Well, we had word the other night that some of our more lackadaisical agents had had a bit of a break-in. Right. And we're looking for them to apprehend them. They've stolen some highly confidential and important items that are of use to, well, and kind of just leans in. We've had some special interest from the city recently. Leans back. So I hope you understand. This is quite important business. Aye, that I do. Well, you're looking for thieves, you say? Oh, well, I've got a fine for thieves. How else? And you need them seen as soon as possible, I assume? There's another fee for that. Also, there's 3 different law enforcement groups you're with. I've got a fee on top for each of those. And on top of that, I think I am also going to need an additional week, because I am taking some time off at the moment.
Nice.
I see. He seems a little annoyed, but recovers and slaps his smile back on. Well, that's understandable. We're going to need help as soon as you can, but I understand needing to take some time off. Just get back to us as soon as you can. Here you go. Hands pieces of paper over. Come by the office whenever you have some information, and let us know if you see anything suspicious in the neighborhood. Glory to the Empire. Closes the door. Sienna turns around and immediately starts making her way over to the back door. She opens the back door. She opens the door, looks out, looks around, and then closes it. Right, you all need to leave today.
But we don't have our things back from the... We were waiting for the man.
Could have them today.
I'm just saying you are not staying another night in this house.
Oh. Did we do something wrong?
Yes.
What did we do?
They're
We
not...
didn't do anything.
They're not actually here for my help. They just wanted to see the house.
Why?
Why do you think they're the Inquisition? They're going to break in tonight.
Oh. What?
I don't know why, but I can guess.
Well, if they break in, can't we just cut off their hand? Feeling is not right.
Mord, you obviously don't understand how things work around here.
No, I don't.
They are the law.
Oh, what?
The Inquisition has precedence over the Empire, and if they find you in here and find all the items that are missing from their house, they'll have more than enough evidence to lock you all up.
Oh.
I don't know how they found out you were staying here, but they have ways. Least ways, if you're staying in the city, stay somewhere else tonight.
We lost someone.
I think it was Hans.
Yeah.
What a surprise!
Huh.
So, you all stand around and after that disquieting episode, continue about your day. We'll wait for Hans, I guess, for a second here, see if he's coming back. Hopefully. By the way, I'm sorry, stream, for the visuals mostly staying on this same image. I haven't had a lot of time to make new ones, and I'm not very good at map building. But I'm going to try and get on making some city tile sets at some point, so that you have something a little more interesting to look at when we're not in combat. Because this stream does have a lack of combat a lot of the time.
Yeah, we don't do a whole ton of that.
Hey, Hans is back.
Back.
And he made a little engine noise, too. So, a few hours pass, and as you all are going about your day, there is another knock on the door.
I'm going to answer it again.
Mord comes right up next to you with his shield and his weapons. He doesn't take them off all day. He puts on his armor after that, too.
Or it's most likely just my contact.
Right. And I'm going to stand right here while you talk to him. And beside the door.
Okay.
You open the door and immediately see a nervous-looking, small, probably like teenage boy who's very scrawny looking. And he just looks up immediately. Does Nissa live here?
I am Nissa.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Okay.
As soon as Mort sees that it's a young kid, kind of, he relaxes, like, oh, okay, it's just a kid. And he wanders off.
Sorry, I was just told, that apparently the goods have arrived.
Okay, thank you.
You're supposed to meet him in town tonight.
Don't worry, Tato. we won't.
You're supposed to meet him in town tonight. That's all.
Did he say where?
Well, in the shop, I think. Back door, he said. He's a little on edge. The Inquisition have been asking a lot of questions.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they were here too.
can I go?
Thank you.
Thank you. And he immediately leaves. So, I assume some of you go off to buy the cart, and some of you head to the shop that night.
I've got to go to the shop.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll take... If Pavu wants to come with, I'll go buy the cart. Actually, no, I should not be in charge of that. I don't know. how it
No,
works.
what? No. No, you should not
forgot-
be
I
in charge
forgot
of
that.
that.
I'll,
I keep
I'll put
forgetting
Pavu
that,
in charge
but
of the money.
Oh, great.
This is
Pavu,
gonna
you
be
know much more
hilarious.
about money than I do.
Probably.
I'm going to give you guys the money and tell you, here, give this.
You only give them the exact amount that they need to give them.
Yes.
That's true. We did work out prices beforehand, so it's not as of a worry.
Yeah. What are you... Cat, why are you eating me? Okay, anyway. So... Sorry, Cat is... Anyway.
Normal
So-
cat questions.
yes.
Why are you biting me?
So...
Yep.
You, we'll go with Theobald and Nissa first. You both head off middle of the night. Are you trying to just look casual or hide?
Casual.
Alright. You both walk out into the street and the light rainfall. And as you walk out into the streets, there's very little snow on the ground at this point as the rain is washing it away. It's a little warmer, but not much. You guys quickly take shelter beneath some of the overhangs of the buildings and make your way off the side of the street to the shop that the shop in question, which has a picture of a it looks like a picture of a broken horseshoe on it. You don't remember what it's called, and it doesn't matter. You head up to the back door and give it a knock. There's a momentary pause before the door opens slightly. And then, when he sees who it is, it opens fully. Come in, come in. Backs up. And you two make your way inside, I
Everything
assume?
just kept cutting out.
Oh.
Yeah, I go in.
Yeah, we go in.
Alright, you both head in. You see a small table, and a couple shelves mostly devoid of wares. As Kaysen takes a step back, he goes, "Right, I didn't quite manage to get exactly how much you're looking for, but I got a little bit off of some strange people that came into town earlier. You know, they really weren't keen on the idea, but, well, I managed to talk them into it. Here," and he hands over two small pouches. Probably about 6 inches wide for one of them, and sort of 6 inches in diameter for one of them, and probably 8 inches for the other. It's not a lot, but it's something. I was told to keep it out of the rain, so just try to do that.
Yes. I'm well aware of how this works.
Alright. He looks at Nissa. It cost me about 20 gold to get me hands on that.
I look at Theobald.
Here, I take out 20 gold.
Alright.
Will this be enough to pay for that?
Sure, yeah. Thank you very much.
I take out an extra gold and I say, "You know the rules. This never happened," and I hand it to him.
Oh, but of course. Trot for sir. Nissa, I do hope this is enough. The Inquisition, I'm a little on edge, not gonna lie. It's been a bit of a stressful week.
Yeah, I understand.
For me as well.
I bet you better get out of here before they start asking questions.
Yeah, we're on our way out.
Yes.
Good luck.
You too.
You head back out into the rain and back home. Meanwhile, however, elsewhere in the rain, 2 very tall people are walking downtown.
I don't have my bow with me, for the record.
I figured as much, but I was about to ask anyway.
Yeah, that's...
Your fox cat is hiding in your clothes and is very uncomfortable with the rain. And as you guys walk down the street in the direction of the Cartwright's house, you guys...
If his name is Eric, I'll punch you.
Cartwright is a profession, okay?
I'm well aware that it is.
Anyway...
Doesn't change the fact that if his name is Eric...
So, you head over to the Cartwrights, and you're both kind of in the rain. Neither of you know what umbrellas are, or you might have one.
Yeah.
You both look at each other, each of you waiting for the other to knock.
Oh,
I knock a bit louder than I probably should have. Hello?
There's a pause. You see someone at the window.
What?
Then you see someone at the window, and then the door opens. And you see a it looks like very strong, kind of blonde-haired, pale-looking woman who has scarred hands and is wearing an apron and has, like, in the pockets, it looks like a hammer and nails, and just opens the door and says, "Oh, good evening. Is there something I can do for you?"
I'm here to buy a cart.
Right. All right. We've got one that is finished right now. It hasn't been sent off to the stables yet. I suppose I can get you a good price on that.
Right.
Come inside. Come inside. And she now opens the door and lets you all in. And as you can see, it does look like she was working on one of these. It says, "I mostly sell these off to the stable or to the courier service, but you know, this should do for your purposes. Are you just looking to travel?"
Yeah. I was told to, it's a covered wagon is what we're looking for.
Yeah, this is covered, definitely.
I know, specifically what Nissa told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I assume I have been given very specific instructions on what to get.
yes, you have.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Good.
Sorry, a little rude. Holds out her hand. Milona Cartwright?
Oh, right.
And you are?
I'm Mord. This is Pavu.
Right.
Hi.
Yeah.
She gives you both a look over. It looks a little weirded out, but not too weirded out.
I'm very sheepish.
Weird.
Well, yeah, if you're looking to get this, I can lay out the prices for you here. I can't get you horses, but I'm sure the stables can do that for you.
Yep, that's the plan.
All right, let's see. For this cart, probably going to be about 35 gold. Going to run you.
Is that what we had budgeted?
Well,
Yeah.
Nissa gave you the total 139 for the...
Well, yeah, I
gave
assume
them
she told...
in
Well,
separate
we went
pouches,
out
I said.
before. Yeah.
Yes, you know how much...
I said I gave them pouches. It was like, this one is for the cart. This one is
Yeah,
for the horse.
separate pouches. Okay, good.
I think Theobald has been teaching me about money. I think
Yeah,
I
okay.
understand that at some point too.
So
So
you
I
hand,
understand a little
And
better
I
now.
know
Yes,
about
that's
money.
true.
you hand over one of the labeled pouches that says cart money.
Well, hold on. I need. How much is in the pouch? And like, how much had we budgeted for the cart? Is she? asking
It's that amount. Yeah, it's the
Yes.
reasonable, like, typical price for a cart.
Okay.
So you hand over it. She kind of notices that it's labeled, but doesn't ask any questions. Right. Well, it's a bit wet outside. Are you thinking of taking this now, or you want to come back with horses?
We'd probably need to come back with horses, right? I mean, I don't think I can carry it or drag it or. Not that strong.
Well, I'm sure you two could probably manage it, but
I mean, how much does it weigh?
she blinks.
'Cause I can pull a decent amount since I'm a Goliath.
I mean, I'm sure you two could probably pull it down the street, but it's
I mean,
It's
how
a bit
far are the
muddy.
stables?
I mean, there's one down the street. It's probably not that far, a mile maybe.
Mile.
Let's go horses
Let's
first.
let's come back later. We'll be back very soon, within the hour-ish, I think.
All right, I'll
Is that right?
keep
Yes.
this up for you then. Good luck.
Thank you.
As you both leave, she just is. You guys don't see this, but as the door closes behind you, she's just shaking her head and just like, God, I love it when strangers are in town. You two head down the street. It's still quite wet, but you're pretty used to it at this point, and you start heading down towards the stable. Make a perception check.
Yup. 22.
All right. You can see off to the side there's a standing underneath an overhang of a nearby tavern. You can see a single witch hunter leaning up against the wall that's just watching you guys pass.
I try to act casual.
Make a performance check.
I have a hard choice to make. Hold on a second.
By the way, I do just want to say as well, it's generally unusual to see, this many witch hunters in any given town. You guys are definitely, this isn't the norm.
Oh God.
I know your charisma's not ideal.
Zero?
I walk up to him.
0? Hang on. Hang on. So, here's what happens. Pavu, you see the witch hunter, and you're like, oh my god, okay, act natural. And first of all, Morin, you just hear her whispering, act natural. And then she immediately steps into a huge puddle and splashes both of you. And then just stops.
Well, as she's doing that, I'm walking right up to the guy.
Okay.
Oh,
So
God.
I'm heading over.
you start walking over.
Hello. Hi.
Evening.
I'm not very familiar with this town. Could you point me in the direction of the stables?
Right down the street that way, lad.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening. I head off that direction.
Okay. Pavu, you keep walking down the street covered in mud. The witch hunter's still watching you.
You're a mess. I pull like a rag out of my bag and I try to like clean you off a little bit. Oh Jesus, this is a mess. Here we go. There we go.
I'm
It's
sorry.
a little better. You're okay. You're okay. It's hard to avoid the puddles. They're a mess. All right, let's go get some horses.
As you keep going, you see the witch hunter just watching curiously as you guys keep going.
Well, that could have been much worse.
So, as you keep going... What?
Nope, it's good. Keep going.
Okay. You keep going. He doesn't seem to be following you. He's still just leaning up against under the overhang.
Good.
And as you keep
I'm
going,
not really looking back much. I'm legitimately not very nervous.
all right.
Like, oh well.
As you head in the direction of the stable, you see the hanging sign outside it, and the rain begins to slow. The rain begins to slow a little bit, but it doesn't stop completely.
Oh,
And-
look, we found the stables.
You did.
All right.
Let's
go
go
in.
in.
All right. You both look at each other awkwardly, and I assume Mord heads in first.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You open the door. So, as you head inside, it's almost completely empty in here. There is like 2 people, and then there is the person at the counter who looks like a very tired human man with black hair and startling green eyes that just looks over and goes,
Actually,
"Good
right when
evening."
we step in, I turn to Pavu. Right after we step in, I turn to Pavu and I go, "Oh wait, you can talk to animals, right?"
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking to the man about buying the horses. You go find 2 that are nice and good, and we'll get those 2.
Okay.
Nice horses, not mean ones, right?
Wait, do I have it prepared?
I don't know. Do you?
I hope I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Oh, I can do that.
Awesome, that's great. Thanks so much.
Okay, I'm gonna
Alright.
cast Speak with Animals.
Alright, so you guys speak with animals.
And go wander around.
As you see the two people in the corner that appear to be talking, one of them is wearing what looks like a fur-covered hat and dingy traveling clothes. He just stops talking, and he's talking in a language you don't know. And as you are walking across the room casting Speak with Animals, you see him just watch you making hand motions in silence.
Oh, shit.
And then you walk into the stables.
Hello.
You walk up to, meanwhile, to the counter. As you walk up. Good day. Sir.
Hi, I would like to buy 2 horses, please.
Alright. Riding horses, or...
We need horses to pull a carriage.
Right, draft horses,
Cars,
then.
Covered wagon.
I told you what kind of.
Draft horses, got it?
Draft, that's what she said. Draft horses.
Got it. He looks a little on edge for some reason, although you're not sure why. Right.
My friend back there is going to go pick them out. She's good with animals.
Oh, well, let me come along. There's some that are reserved. Give me a moment. He gets out from behind the counter.
All right.
Meanwhile, Pavu, you head into the stables, and there are about 8 horses in the stables. As you walk in, one of the horses just immediately looks up, chewing on hay, stops, and then goes back to eating, and one of the others just looks up and goes, human, and then goes back to eating.
Which of them seems to be in the mood?
Make an insight check. We're making a horse mood check. This is important.
Insight?
Quote,
Insight.
quote, that tree sure is throwing a lot of shade.
God damn it.
Insight,
Oh,
right?
man.
Yeah, insight.
17.
Okay. The one on the... You see the horse that's over on the kind of far right of the stables is sitting down, and is just chilling. Looks to be in a good mood. There's no facial expression for you to read, but you can just tell. It's a white... It's
chilling out.
yeah, it's
good.
like... It's a brown horse with white spots. As you head over, the horse looks up and goes, "Oh, hey."
Oh my god!
Got him.
Oh my god!
You're right, Paisley. You're right.
Oh.
Oh boy.
The horse doesn't seem to be expecting an answer, but it's there. What do you want to say?
Hi. Can I pet you?
Yeah, alright. Horse gets up and just walks over to the edge of the... and kind of just makes that little noise. I can't quite imitate it. And just sticks its elongated head out of the stable window. You pet the horse.
I'm gonna pet it.
Cool.
Would you like to go on a trip with us? Me and my friends?
The horse stops chewing for a second. Seems to consider. Yeah, okay. Alright.
I like that we've invited the horse to come with us.
Horse joined the party.
All right, guys, it's
Children
official. We have a
and
new
we're
party
adopting
member.
animals.
You're right.
Just as this is happening, also, I love that, Hans. Thank you.
Nice.
Anyway,
Have you sent that to Maya?
No, I haven't, but that's a good plan.
That is a good plan.
So just as the as you're doing that, the door opens and Mord and the owner come in. You might want to get away from that one. That one's fine, apparently.
See, what did I tell you? She's good with animals.
Yeah, you're right. That guy usually kicks people. All right. Okay.
Well, animals seem to really like her. I don't know why. They
If
don't
you
like
want
me.
If you want to take that one off my hands, I'll give you that one for 40 gold.
Is that a lot less than we'd expect?
You're planning on paying 50 for a horse.
Oh.
For one of the two horses.
Oh, alright. That's a good deal. Does
Yeah.
it look like a draft horse?
Yeah, definitely draft horse.
Okay, cool. And Pavu, have you found another one that seems like a good option?
Not yet. Which one? What other horses seem pretty friendly?
You look over. Other than the riding horses, one of the other draft horses that appears to be black is, kind of just looking out of the window at you. Seems friendly enough.
I'm gonna go up and ask. Hey, hi. What's your name?
Oh, hey. Seems to think for a second.
Wow. This is amazing.
Name?
Do you have something that people call you?
I have black hair and I eat apples.
Does that
Maya
one
would
have a
love
name?
this.
She would. I think I'm gonna call you Apple.
Yeah, alright.
Do you want to go on a trip with us?
Yeah, alright. Takes a bite of
Oh,
hay.
Does it,
I'm
do
gonna
they
turn
get
to the
along,
stable
the
hand
two
and
horses?
ask-
We gotta make sure that the horses are friends.
I'm gonna go turn to
They
the
don't,
stable
if they
hand
don't
and
like each
ask
other, they're not
if
gonna work well together.
he's free.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, if you want to buy that one, 50 gold, you can have that one.
Alright.
It's a shame. He'd make a good riding horse, but wasn't suited for it.
I'm gonna go back to the first horse and ask what his name or its name is.
You move over. And you ask that horse its name. That horse looks up, still eating. Just chews, swallows. I have spots, and I really like to run fast.
Oh my god. You do know horses are smart.
Yes, for animals, but animals don't really use names very much.
How do you know? Have you ever to an animal?
They identify each other based on other things than names.
I'll call you Spot. How about that?
Okay. Do I need to go with that guy?
Do you not want to?
Oh my god.
I don't really like that guy.
Oh god.
Oh my
But I mean, I guess if it's for you, I can get along with him.
Aww.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
By the way, what you two are seeing is Pavu moving across between the two horses and making horse noises. The shopkeep looks at you slowly.
Yeah, what?
She speaks horse?
Yeah. Other animals too.
Oh my god.
Can she teach me how to do that?
I don't know. Hey, Pavu. Can you teach him how to speak to horses?
I don't think so. It took me a lot of time to learn how to do it.
It
We don't really
definitely
have that
seems
much
like a
time.
complex language, yeah.
Too bad. Too bad. Maybe some other time.
Yeah. So you're taking the horses then?
Yeah, that should be about 90, right?
Yeah. He's giving you two the weirdest look.
I count. I take 10 out of the horse money bag. I hand it over.
10. He looks
Wait.
down at it.
It should be no. No, I hand over the bag. I take 10 out.
Okay, I thought you were just handing him 10 gold, and I'm like...
I see how that was phrased very confusingly.
I
No,
see what you
hand
mean.
him 90.
He counts it and then says, "Alright, you know how to handle these horses?
She does.
Alright, and I'm assuming you want bit and bridle for them?
Oh, yes, right that.
Yeah. This money in this pouch should probably cover that. Alright, let's get them outfitted then, and if you have a cart for them,
Yeah, it's about a mile down the road. I get their car right.
alright,
yeah.
I mean, you can probably lead them yourselves if you know how horses are.
Sure.
Be careful, though, they get spooked by, well, I mean, at least they normally do.
Well,
I guess you'll be fine."
probably, yeah.
He awkwardly leaves and gets the bit and bridles for you.
Best thing ever.
He comes back and gets you the bits and bridles. Good luck, I suppose.
Thanks.
What are your names?
Oh, I'm Mord, and that's Pavu.
Right. Hope to see you around town, Morden Pavu.
Maybe. We're actually headed out today. We're headed off towards the city, but we might stop back by in a while.
Good luck, I
Thanks.
suppose.
Mord's
Nice.
got like this really friendly smile on his face that's a little weird looking. Looks a little off, like, huh? Like he's trying to be friendly, but he still looks really creepy.
As you two leave with the horses. Yeah.
Pavu, what are their names?
The black one is Apple and the spotted one is Spot.
Oh,
The hor-
okay. That's nice.
You hear the horse just making an indistinct like snuffing sound. Meanwhile, Pavu hears, "Yep." And
I'll
with the,
lead Apple.
okay, as both of you make, well, no, Pavu doesn't have to. You make an animal handling check.
All right.
Pavu's just told them where
Oh,
you're
natural
going.
20.
Natural 20. Okay. You have to lead. You have to lead the horses, the horse. But Pavu's already told them where you're going, so it's not that hard, anyways.
Yeah.
So as you keep going along, the horses look curiously around a little bit of town, and as you're just leading these horses downtown, you can see the single witch hunter is gone. Meanwhile, Nissa and Theobald, you two have acquired your cargo, and you two meet the others eventually with the newfound cart, I assume at the city gates? Or are you planning on leaving in the morning?
No,
Let's
we
get
leave
the
tonight.
fuck out of here.
We're leaving now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we
Did
packed
we
up
bring
before we
Flaw
went and got all
shopping
this
with us, or
stuff.
do we
We'll-
need to go get her? Because I don't think we would have taken Flaw out shopping.
Yeah, no, we'll meet back at the
Let's-
house because we left our
okay.
stuff at the house too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you just bring the cart to the house and get your stuff. All right.
Yeah, we meet at
No,
the house.
no. We do not bring the cart to the house.
Then what are you doing?
Yes, no.
Okay.
Folks, the house is under surveillance. I'm almost certain of it. We need to leave the cart somewhere else, and Pavu and Mord, you go to the house and get our things, and take it to the cart, and then we leave. We don't want them to know that we're the people who are leaving.
Well, I
Okay.
need to go say goodbye to them, so I have to
Okay.
go back to the
Okay.
house.
It's suspicious to. It would be suspicious to bring the cart if it looks like we're packing up and leaving.
I see.
We don't want Sienna to get in trouble because of us.
Right. Okay.
As
Well
you're
then, yes. We'll go back and we'll get the things.
as you're talking, how long does Speak with Animals last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh, I thought it lasted an hour. Never mind then.
Oh no. I wish.
I was just gonna have them chime in. Don't worry, because they understand whatever Pavu says. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
never mind.
Aw.
So, you all So let's to get this straight. Theobald, you're staying with the cart somewhere. Where are you staying with the cart?
I don't know.
God, that was loud. Why the hell was that so loud?
Was what so loud?
What the? You suddenly got really loud. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did switch over to my laptop mic, but I thought I had the sound set the same.
Oh.
It's a lot
But
better
we all
actually.
I had you turned up because I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I had you turned up by 10 because I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, wow.
It was still hard to hear you by that point. So when you switched over, you were now suddenly very loud.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Start talking now.
Hello.
It's much
That's
better.
much
I
better.
turned you down to +6.
10 minutes before the stream ends, Hans fixes his audio system.
Shut the hell up.
No.
It was actually about 20 minutes ago, but I just kind of didn't.
Fuck.
I
Press
haven't
the
been
final
talking.
button.
Fair.
Oh, there's
Fair, yeah. So, where are you? You just a side street, or where do you want to leave the cart with Theobald?
Just kind of a side street.
Yeah.
All right. So you're leaving Theobald. Is anyone else staying with the cart, or just Theobald?
I think it's just me. Actually, I'm going to, what do we have for food?
Oh, I assume we bought feed too.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
for
bought.
us.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
For us. We should still have rations left.
What do you
Not
have
a
left?
lot.
Hold on. I don't know how accurately I was marking them off. Mine says I still have 9 days worth left.
Same.
So do I, but did we mark off the second week's worth while we're in the mountains?
I think so.
I think
Well,
you
we
bought
killed
extra.
a buffalo-like creature.
Oh yeah,
we
we,
had
did.
we
yeah,
had
we
a lot
did
of
a lot
extra
of
feed on
hunting.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we
you
did.
had some extras left.
We have 9 days. How long will
And
the...
the road to where we're going, from what we know, is it easy to hunt around there?
Probably. Maybe.
I have a
I
longbow
would-
now, so
Would
like...
ask Nissa and Theobald, who have traveled that road before.
It's hills and plains mostly, so you could maybe catch small animals, but you're not going to catch any big game.
Okay, so like rabbit and things like that.
Yeah,
But like enough to feed us, or
probably. Yeah.
okay, so we should have enough food then.
So,
Yeah.
oh look who's back! It's Cat.
Oh.
My
Meow.
cat left.
Hello, meow. Cat turns on spooky music for no reason. Stop.
I don't
Okay.
think there's no reason for that. I think it's cat reason.
Okay. Well, while the others... Yeah, no, I'm just gonna wait with the cart.
All right. Are you keeping just in a side street?
Actually, I'm gonna go to the general store and I'm going to procrastinatively buy some more rations.
How many?
How much do they cost again?
5 silver
Like
each.
5 silver.
Right. I'm not going to buy more rations.
Okay.
Do you not have 5 silver?
Well, I do, but I have 2 gold is what I have.
I'm not the only one that's broke. Hurrah!
So you're
Just
procrastinating around the store.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you all head back to the house. As you head back in, Sienna's at the table, along with the 2 kids. They're eating dinner as you head in. Oh, you're back.
Yup. We're
Yeah, we can.
getting ready to head out.
Flaw looks up from the table. Oh, all right. I'll get my things. She gets up and heads upstairs.
Is she done eating yet?
No.
Finish eating first. The rest of us still have to pack.
Oh, all right. Thanks. She sits back down. So you all pack, and they finish eating, and everyone comes up for hugs.
Any hugs are given. Goodbyes are said.
Yeah. As everyone's saying goodbye, Sienna walks over to Eunice and looks up at you again, slightly sternly, and says, "Now, don't get yourself caught by the Inquisition. All right. Stay on the down
Of
low,
course not. Yes.
and make sure you're eating enough."
Nissa rolls her eyes.
Am I
And-
close enough to overhear any of this?
Yes.
Oh, don't worry. worry. I'll make sure she eats. I'm learning how to cook.
I am older than the both of you combined.
Sienna flicks your nose. Doesn't mean you can't be an idiot.
No, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can always be an idiot.
Well said. And Nissa, make sure when you get to the city, you're more careful. It's changed since last time you were there. Maybe not
Yes,
a lot,
I know.
but reputation alone can't hold you up.
I'm well aware of that.
And you can always write. We have courier services around here.
I know that.
Oh, and to make sure you're drinking enough water.
Sienna?
Fine. I know you can take care of yourself. But please, just be careful, alright? They're looking for witches and you look like a witch, so just be careful.
She does
Always
have a knack
careful.
for getting herself in trouble.
See?
Don't
Point-
worry. That's why the
I'm
rest
always
of us are there.
careful.
She gives you a stern look and then says, I'm going to miss you.
I
Don't
will
be
miss
gone
you.
long.
The whole time Mord's like in the background, like stuffing something in his bag, or like
Yeah.
pulling his bedroll out and re-rolling it. Like he's just packing in the background, occasionally commenting.
Meanwhile, while you're doing that and getting
We're
ready.
packing at cons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much.
exactly what I was
That's
Everyone packing at cons.
making
Yeah.
comments.
Or comments.
Oh no.
You're not funny.
No.
So I finished all my
No.
food, so now of course, as soon as you make me laugh, I'm drinking water.
Naturally, that's how it
Spilled
works.
it down the entire front of my body.
Good.
God damn it, Hans.
Good. So as you guys are, and then as you are saying goodbye, you all also overhear Jonas saying goodbye to Flaw, and Flaw's just like, I'll hopefully be able to write sometime, and I'll try to keep in touch if I can. But you know, maybe I can come visit someday. Jonas nods and says, "Yeah, I hope so." And you all get ready to depart. Is there anything you want to do before you head out of the house?
Yep, I'm good.
No, not that I know.
All right. So
Let's get the hell out of Dodge.
you all make your way to the door.
Oh, I do inform everyone that Theobald says goodbye.
Yeah, I figured as much. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So you all open the
You
door.
inform everyone what?
That everyone says that Theobald says
Oh,
Cut
I
goodbye.
out.
let
What did
everybody
you say,
know
Will?
that Theobald says bye because he's not here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I assume they'd understand why Theo wasn't
Yeah,
there.
they do.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
he says goodbye, but he's staying with the cart so nobody steals it.
Also,
Basically, I say that.
Willow gives Pavu a hug. Will you come back to visit?
Yeah, I'll be back. Don't worry.
And she just kind of pouts and says, "But will you still have?" And she kind of gestures up at the sleeping thing on your shoulder. How
Oh.
big? How big is that thing gonna be?
I don't know really.
Very big.
I assume Mort has
Probably
seen one
big.
before, right? They
Probably.
live in the north, right?
You've probably never seen one in person, but you know what they're like.
Oh, I know that they get pretty big, right?
Yes.
Very large. Do I have any kind of size comparison? Like wolf, direwolf, bear.
Wolf probably, maybe a little larger, maybe. Depends on the
Could be
species.
not as big as a wolf.
Wow! I
At
can't wait to
least
see
as
it.
big as a wolf.
I can't wait to see it.
I have to be careful. Need more food. Oh boy.
Uh,
Did not think this through.
no.
Mord suddenly has a realization that, oh dear god, this thing is going to need to eat a whole lot of meat.
yeah. Well, Mord's good at cooking meat.
I have a
True.
You guys need to teach it to hunt.
Oh my god, you do. Sorry, go on, Hans.
Yeah.
I have just a world question.
Go on.
In fact, I have two. One, and we're not retconning it, but, in this climate, would they have windows that open?
Yes.
Okay. Two,
Any further north than this? No. But these people do. They're humans. They're not from here. They build how they know how to build.
in this climate, I would not expect horses.
Yeah, there are horses around here. I mean, not any further north than this,
horses are a
certainly.
thing.
But they still have horses. I mean, you gotta
Horses are
be
a-
sure to keep them warm at night. You have to buy, like, which you guys have. It was included in the price. But you have to, like, have horse blankets, which are a thing that you have to have for horses in the cold. But you can have horses.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I do know some about horses, but I was just kind of thinking, like, this far north where it's kind of always snowy, right?
Yeah.
Well, normally, yes, but since they have these roads have magical lanterns that keep them mostly snow-free,
Okay.
so they're still useful. They don't have a lot of horses, but they do have some horses. Also, I have put the art from our wonderful friend, who did this art again? Let me check. Credit. I had it. By Gwen. Gwen did this amazing Foxcat art, which I have put up on the stream for your enjoyment. Which, thank you so much, Gwen.
Oh
It's
my
beautiful.
Fu needs to be able to turn into a fox cat so that picture can be a reality.
Oh my god. Well, technically you can. I mean, a
my God.
very small fox cat does not have a very high challenge rating. So, at the moment, you could turn into a baby fox cat.
Now,
Oh my god.
here it is. I don't know. I don't know why. I was just kind of thinking about this earlier before the stream, and I was like, horses or dog sleds?
Oh, they definitely have those, but that's more of an orc
jeez.
or that's more of an orc tribe thing. Humans aren't really used to that,
Yeah.
but they're a thing. Trust me,
No, Mort is used to that. Mort is used to
yeah.
this.
I was making stats for one earlier today.
Okay, 'cause
Ooh.
I'm just kind of thinking that it would be a lot more effective
Oh
in
yeah.
this climate.
It's
Yeah,
basically
if we weren't by the road, absolutely, yeah.
all right. So I'm gonna give you a visual for this. Imagine if Roman chariots were sleds that were Native American,
Oh my fucking god.
and that's pretty much what they are.
I love it.
Jesus,
awesome.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
they have war sleds.
I love it.
war sleighs. Yeah,
Orcish war sleds.
it's a thing.
That's awesome.
It's a thing.
That's
Anyways.
so cool.
Yeah, you know, if you get the occasional direwolf, those things get dangerous fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I assume they're more like wolf sleds because
yeah, they are
Yeah.
they get dangerous. But yeah, people will fight with those, and they usually just very much like a chariot. They'll charge in, and then once they've charged, that's it. They're like stopped. And once they run some people
Yeah.
over, they stop, and then the fight commences. But they're still really dangerous. Also, some of the more trained people in tribes can shoot from them. So it's like a sled with archers on it and wolves. It's bad.
Oh my god.
Anyways, so yeah,
Incredible.
Kind of terrifying.
hopefully you guys won't run into them. But yeah, thank you again, Gwen, for this Foxcat art because it's amazing, and I needed to show it because even though I don't have a really good way set up to show art yet, I feel like that needed to be on stream.
You
Gwen
guys,
isn't on watching us.
What did you say? What did you say, Carissa?
I said Gwen isn't on watching. She's playing Jenga.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying thank you because she made it. So I'm not just putting up
I can
art.
say thank you to the universe with the intent of it reaching Gwen.
Yeah, you know, sure, she's probably never gonna see it, but it's a courtesy thing with artists. Anyway,
Oh, crap.
So, as it is now, 05.
yeah, you guys, we're gonna end the
as
session
soon as
here.
we leave town.
You all are gonna head out of town. We're gonna end the session here for tonight. thanks for everybody as usual for playing. I'm gonna send the Discord link in chat for anybody who wants to come and hang out with us who hasn't yet. If you want to use your Twitch name on Discord, that would be cool. If you don't, let us know what your Twitch name is so we know who we're looking at. It would just be helpful that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, random people show up on Discord and they're like, "Hey, you know who I am?" And we're like, "What? We do."
So here is the link. So if people want to use that, go ahead.
Did it like 4 times.
I always do that. And go ahead and if you want to, definitely read the rules first of all. But if you want to join any of our little secrety things, I'm considering making a room. I think I might make a room specifically for people to talk about things where the players won't be allowed to see it, but the DM can go see it. So if you guys wanted to talk about things that the players won't see, I'll have one of those probably pretty soon. And I'm trusting you guys not to go in there because it's not for you.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because it's secret
Well, there will
things.
be stuff like the DM can reveal things.
I still haven't decided what I'm doing with that yet, but it was an idea that I had. Let me know if you
things that we missed and
let me know if you like that idea. If anyone wants me to make that, and I'll set it up. The trouble is, all of us are mods, so I'll have to figure out how that works. I'm not super familiar with Discord, but thank you for watching,
we'll just
everybody.
have to agree to not go in there.
Probably, yeah. Mute it, yeah. So yeah,
It'll be painful.
yeah. So I thank you all for coming. Whoever's here watching, shy or otherwise. I know what it's like to be a lurker.
Do not give Kato all the secrets. It's a terrible fucking plan.
Oh, that's what I usually do. But that's what I usually do. Maybe not all of them.
Do that last time, yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'll.
You usually do it does not mean it's not a terrible plan.
It's fine for me. But to be fair, he's never told any of you guys anything, so that's good. But anyway, we will be back. Are we back next week? Are we all good for next week? Is that happening?
I will let you know, probably.
Let me look at a thing.
Maybe
Thanksgiving's next
I'll be
Thursday, though, isn't it?
traveling.
in Ohio.
It's the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
not.
Friday.
yeah.
We're probably gonna take off for Thanksgiving.
Aw.
I'll be
That's
back.
a lot of hooey.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'll be here,
Oh wait.
but
I'll
you.
I'll be
probably
around.
have access. I'll be at my aunt and uncle's, but I should still be able to play the game.
I'll be here after like 9:30.
Oh, that
Yeah, that's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
doesn't.
I'm probably not going to be able to escape because we're only going to have one car.
Yeah, it's probably better to just call it off for next week. I know we keep taking off lately, but such as the holidays. We'll at
Yeah.
least get in one more stream, maybe 2, before the holidays truly begin, and we might need to start taking off again. But yeah,
Now the week after, I will be around.
okay.
Me too.
I don't know my schedule that far in advance.
Expect us back on the 30th, and if we aren't here, it's Will's fault. So,
Yes,
we'll be
I
back.
will accept this blame.
We will be back next time. Thank you all of everybody from for coming along. Thank you, Diet Paisley, for new slogans, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.